Good evening and welcome to Coach Harold Luna Court at the DCHS Gymnasium for high school basketball action tonight on the Blitz Sports Network. Tom Duggan alongside Kelly Pyburn. Coach Chris Vance will be roaming the sidelines tonight. And we'll go down to him for an update here in just a moment. But Kelly, we got Cannon County and we got DeKalb County. And if you're from either county, you know what this is all about.
This was always a big rivalry when I was in school. Of course, we played a lot of the Cannon County schools, being from the West School. And then, you knew them. And even I'm looking out here now, I know a couple of kids from the Cannon County, just their parents, where they live so close to the county line. And so this is a fun night.
These rivalries go back to about the early 1970s, and doing a little research, as I like to do from time to time, because as Casey says, I have no life, and he's pretty much right. But the girls have played a total of, well, I've got a few results missing, but the ones I've got accounted for, 103 times, going all the way back to 1971. When you played that many times, your programs know each other pretty good.
Very much, and I can even remember, she was before me, but I was probably Marley's age or younger. You have Julie Powell that comes out of Cannon County that goes to Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. And that was the year Vanderbilt was really good. And so for someone from you think about it, for somebody from Cannon County went to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. And then, we've had several here, but there's always been some good rivalries, and it was people you knew. I think that was the one thing. It was a rivalry because it was a rivalry is because everybody knew each other so well.
Yeah, and a lot of times, I mean, these people work together nowadays from both counties, so they're related. I know some of my family heritage traces back to Cannon County. I mean, it's just everybody's kind of knows one another, and the rivalry, I think, for the most part, has been pretty good natured over the years. It's got a little tense from time to time, but that's sports.
I don't know. I can't ever remember it being tense. I can always remember it was about like Smith County. You just wanted to beat them so badly. And but it's like I said, you knew the people. I knew you from being from Alexandria, West School. We knew everybody at Auburn Town. And so you knew those kids, and then you would have a big rivalry with Woodbury Grammar.
Yeah.
That was always a big rivalry for the West School, and so they always had good teams, and we seemed to have good teams. And I can remember when Kyle and Aaron were there and playing some tournaments over in that very old gym of theirs that they used to play in. And so it's just people have a lot of memories of things that because of the people, because you can associate it with somebody.
As we get into the girls' game tonight, Kelly, last time these two teams met back in November, Cannon County got out to a good lead early in this basketball game, but DeKalb County kept fighting back, and I think of all the games I've seen this year, it was one of their better performances. They really did throw in the towel, kept fighting, kept coming back. Kind of reminiscent a little bit of what we saw against Macon County last week. I thought they came out and played excellent basketball. They closed out strong. They're going to need to do that again tonight to have a shot against a pretty talented Cannon County girls team. Yeah,
and I think the advantage to DeKalb were in their gym, and they seemed to shoot really well. I didn't get to go to the Watertown game. I thought they might evenly match up. I talked to Coach Fox, and he said we lost it in the last quarter.
Yep.
He said it just all kind of fell apart. So if they can keep everything together for 4 quarters, and they have the people like Allie Melton, correct?
Yes. Our Allie Melton? Yes, our Allie Melton.
Our Allie Melton. If they can keep our Allie in the game, if Brooke can come in and offer offense, Allie didn't get going very good in the Macon County game, but then when they shut Brooke down, Allie did. So I think it's going to be a team effort. I don't see us having this dominant player that's going to go out and score, but that's okay. We need to go out and play good team basketball.
We're going to go down to Coach Chris Vance, and Coach, as we get set for this first game, of course, we're talking little girls, but on the boys' side of things, in fact, for both Cannon County teams, they've dealt with a little sickness, and I know there's a school's not been in, but there's been a whole lot of flu and stuff going around. How much do you feel like, having talked to the coaches from Cannon County, this might affect them this evening?
Coach Tom, I did have the opportunity to speak with Ashton Street, head coach Cannon County Lionettes. Big concern is number 30, the Safely Bain. He's been sick. He's going to start same 5 starters they've been using. They're going to take it 2 minutes at a time and see what happens. Check with her every 2 minutes. If she's okay, they're going to extend it, keep going. Same game plan regardless. The problem that Cannon County had in Woodbury was just making shots. That's all they had to do, and so there really won't be any changes. Biggest concern is going to be Ellie Bang making adjustments based off of her health.
On the boys' side, we know Zeke Walkup was kind of a question mark coming into tonight as well, but we talked to Coach Jared Nave a little while ago. Coach, he feels pretty good that Zeke's going to be able to go out there and give it a go tonight.
He does. They're going to give him a start. He's going to get minutes. It will be the third game in 4 days for the Lions. Coach Nave's a little worried about the Lions' leg. Patrick wasn't worried. She prefers playing game after game, day after day. She's like that. Boys, they like to run, get up and down the floor. They're going to press you. They're going to play a lot of man, and just see what happens.
All right, Coach, we'll be tuning in to you from time to time to keep us updated from the sideline. Kelly, 3 games in 4 nights, and a lot of that due to the weather that we had, not this past weekend. Well, we had some more this past weekend, but the week before kind of pushed everything down. DeKalb's playing their 2nd game in 3 days. They're going to play their 3rd game in 4 days tomorrow night. Do your legs get tired, or does all this rest kind of help keep you fresh?
Well, I think not being in school will be a factor because they're going to be rested. It's not like you had to go 8 hours to school and now you're having to play a basketball game tonight. They probably slept in. They may have done a shoot around. I'm sure they've been up and moving, but that will help that they've had that break. Now, for DeKalb, come Thursday or Wednesday, I hope to goodness it's a very light practice because they're going to need to recover Wednesday and Thursday to be prepared to go back to Macon County and play because they need to be fine. They have a good opportunity to sweep with Macon County, but they're going to have their legs because they like to shoot the 3 ball, and that's going to, your legs is where that comes into a factor.
How much are DeKalb County's coaches going to bear in mind this is not a district game tonight when maybe making substitutions, rotations, things like that? Are they going to go out and play like they typically do, you think, rotation-wise, or maybe get some of their starters a little more rest because, again, this isn't a district game?
I could see the boys' side doing that. I do not see that happening in the girls, especially just knowing, of course, I don't know Coach Alley that well, but I know Coach Fox very well, and he is not going to – he wants to win every game. He doesn't care if it's tiddlywinks. He wants to win. So he's going to want to win, and so I think he'll push her to play to win. And the girls need that confidence as well. Boys, you can kind of I see Cannon more than DeKalb. They don't want to lose, but he may go deeper into his bench to try to win. And I have no idea what Coach Agee will do.
All right, we're getting set for basketball action here in just a few moments. We're going to break away as the national anthem will be played here at the gymnasium. Stay with us. We'll come back. Opening tip of the girls' game coming up. This is DeKalb County High School basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil water.
Home Services is your trusted partner for comprehensive excavation and septic solutions. With a combined 30 years of experience, our team of skilled professionals deliver reliable, high-quality work for both residential and commercial projects. We understand the unique challenges of Middle Tennessee's terrain and provide customized services. From basic excavation to complex septic system installations, we have the expertise and equipment to handle jobs of any size or complexity. Put us to work for you. Home Services, 615-597-6287.
Brain Your Brake offers made.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
And we're back here at Coach Harold Luna Court at the DCHS Gymnasium as the two teams are set to be introduced. First off, for the Cannon County Lionettes of Coach Ashley Patrick. Starting tonight at point guard will be a 5'5" senior, number 15, Abby Alexander. At the two-guard spot will be a 5'7" senior, number 23, Jalen Taylor. Your post, 5'9" senior, number 30, Ellie Bain. Ellie was the player that Coach Vance was talking about, battling some sickness. They'll take it a couple of minutes at a time, see how she's doing. She could be in and out of this ball game tonight. We'll just have to see. Starting at forward tonight, 5'9" senior, number 24, Miley Schwartz. And at forward, a 5'8" freshman, number 34, Riley Young. As Cannon County decked out in the road maroon unis with the white lettering and numerals trimmed in white. Starting lineup for DeKalb County at guard tonight will be a senior averaging just under 16 points per game, number 4, Chloe Van Branken. Guard tonight will be a senior averaging 7 points per contest, number 14, Allie Melton. At forward tonight will be a junior averaging 6.6 points per game, number 13, Brooke Fusen. Guard tonight will be a sophomore, averaging 6.8 points per game, number 22, Jordan Agee. And I believe starting in the post tonight will be a freshman for DeKalb County, number 34, Hannah Tobit. We'll double check that as they come through the doors, but could be a big night for Hannah Tobit, Kelly, as she may be getting her first start as the post option tonight for the Lady Tigers. And indeed, I see Lily and Millie are coming out with the reserves, so Tobit will get her first start tonight.
And they may be going with speed more than size is the only thing, which Lily moves really well for being a post player. So I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure she is super excited to get her first start.
Absolutely. Millie has struggled putting the ball in the basket last couple of games. I know Saturday at Watertown had some good open looks, just really could not find her game, get it going. Now, the thing with Millie and Lily both, even when they're not scoring the basketball, you know, they're getting in there, getting the ball, getting rebounds, you know, playing the post as post players do. They're good at that, but I know offensively, Millie has struggled a little bit after she really had kind of flourished there for a few games.
Well, and this is a non-district game. This could be an attention getter for Coach Allie to say, hey, if you're not going to come and perform in the games, I'll put somebody else. Don't
Sure.
think I won't start somebody else. And so that may be what's kind of going on, playing a little bit of, not a mind game, but you do kind of, you know, try to get the girls' attention on this is how we're going to play, and if you're not willing to play this way, then we're going to do something different.
Cannon County comes in averaging 49.9 points per game. They surrender 45.8 points per game. DeKalb County scores 49.3 points per game. They allow 54.5 points per contest. Cannon County has won 6 in a row in the series against the Lady Tigers. DeKalb County's last win came in Coach Alley's actually first matchup with Cannon County back on November 22nd of 2022 when they got a 56-53 win over in Woodbury. DeKalb County last beat Cannon County on their home court November 23rd of 2021. They'll be looking to break some streaks tonight against their border rival, Cannon County. Cannon County wins the tip, and Abby Alexander goes right to work. They'll go to work on that perimeter with Alexander on the far side. She's going to drive into the paint against Van Branken and all the way to the rack. Abby Alexander's got the first points of the basketball game. Cannon's going to press a little bit in kind of a 2-2-1. They're going to back out of it pretty quick. Brooke Fuson, who struggled a bit offensively against Watertown, misses the shot. Tobit gets the rebound. Here's Fuson again. Didn't get it.
Tobit gets the rebound again.
And Tobit right back in there, like you say. And then Melton gunning a three, won't go. 3 opportunities, no points, and the rebound taken away by Schwartz. A couple of big boards there for Hannah Tobit, showing some hustle here in the early going in her first start.
And again, that's the thing a freshman brings to the floor is youth and energy, and she's probably excited that this is her first start. So she's pulled 2 huge rebounds.
Ellie Bain drives to the basket for her first shot that won't go. DeKalb quickly into the front court. Ball worked off to Van Branken. Fuson had 2 great games a couple of weeks ago offensively, and she's going to draw a foul there as she drives in, and Ellie Bain's going to step up to commit the offense her first. And now Brooke Fuson will try to break the ice for DeKalb County with a couple of opportunities here at the free throw line.
Brooke Fuson, shooting 2.
They have to capitalize on these free throws.
I think it's going to be important tonight. Make every point count as Fuson knocks the first one down good. She'll get a second. Again, DeKalb County had a double dip at Watertown Saturday afternoon in a makeup game from Friday. And we'll play Central Magnet in a makeup game tomorrow night. Second shot won't go, 1 of 2, and a long rebound comes out to the Lionettes. Alexander up court, DeKalb on the board, but Alexander's going to take it all the way to the rack, up and good. She just found herself a lane and just motored right in for the easy bucket. 4-1 is the score. Here's Agee. Lady Tigers looking to answer, looking for their first field goal of the basketball game. Van Branken pulls up free throw line, won't go. Tip, and who's got it? It's Fuson. Fuson fighting underneath, comes up under. That ball was tipped, but there's Agee. She'll keep it alive. I think Young got a hand on that shot attempt, but Jordan Agee in the right place at the right time.
Well, and Hannah Tobit had a great box out to allow Brooke to grab that rebound. So, I mean, she's coming in and giving them good minutes.
Van Branken gets a screen. Now switch off the defenders, and Bain out defending Van Branken. If Bain's not feeling well, Van Branken's probably not the player she wants to guard. Agee, long three is way off the mark, out of bounds, and the basketball will go back to Cannon County. And we're going to see, no, it's not going to be Bain, but it's going to be Young who's going to check out as Cannon goes to the bench for the first time. And we'll see Naomi Muse, a 5'5" sophomore guard, check in. And Coach Patrick goes to the bench, 2:20 into the first period. Alexander slowly up court, gives way up top. Here's a three. It's going to be off the mark by Schwartz. And rebound taken by the Lionettes. But
out of bounds.
Yep, stepping on the end line there was Jalen Taylor. And DeKalb County will have it back. And a little pressure here. They're sending a couple of players, shading a couple over toward Van Branken. They know that number 4, again, averaging right at 16 a game, that's the player you got to stay with.
Well, and DeKalb is sticking with this motion offense that I don't love. I do not love a motion offense unless you have the personnel to run it, and I don't feel like they do. But that's what they're going with, and they're just not giving themselves a lot of options.
Fuson wanted a shot, but Alexander was right there. Tobin in some trouble. Did she get away with a double dribble?
No, I think she caught it.
Okay. I thought maybe she dribbled and then put it back down.
She may have. She may have been sneaky.
Hey, if we can get away with one, we'll take it. Just rarely do. As Agee out near the midcourt circle. Cannon is playing in a half-court man-to-man here as Tobit, guarded by Bain, will give it back off Melton. The Lady Tigers being very patient here. Now Melton launches from up top of the circle, won't go. And a rebound will be taken away by Taylor. Here come the Lionettes. A lot of time off the clock, Kelly. No points to show for it.
Well, but the thing is, you were holding the ball. So the good part about that is the other team wasn't scoring.
Well, you got a point there. If you're not scoring, if you got the ball that long, they're not scoring either. As here's a drive to the bucket. That's Alexander. She's got 6 right out of the gate here for the Lionettes, who have jumped out to a 6-1 lead.
And they're just running some isolation plays for her, which I think that's what we need to do. We need to isolate Van Franken and get her some shots.
Fusen with a step-back jumper. Good. Brooke Fusen. Fusen's got all 3 of DeKalb County's points. That'll make it a 6-3 as there's a pass up to Payne. I can't get my names right here. Payne, something.
Well, you got a Lily and a Millie, too, so you know.
Lily and the Millie, and I think a Millie's up at the scorer's table to check in on the next dead ball for DeKalb County. Here's Agee out between the circles, barking out at her teammates, get in the right place. Finds Van Branken on the wing for 3. No. Tip, who's got it? Tobit almost had another rebound. Bain took it away. Pass up court, and there's a nice little roll in there. Taylor got a little kiss there off the rim. Good, and it's 8-3. Tobit in the middle of the court. Into the front court, Melton. Under 3 minutes left in this opening period. Pass to Van Branken. She's yet to score. She's still yet to score. Agee, right back. Yes, up and good for Agee. That's her first bucket. DeKalb back to within 3. Got to get back on defense, though.
Yeah.
That's too easy for the Lionettes. Lay in by Taylor.
Somebody's not doing their job, and I'm not sure who it is because I don't know their rotation. Usually that's the point guard, but the point guard was rebounding the ball, so.
Tobit launching from downtown. It's good. How about Hannah Tobit?
No, that was Fusen.
Fusen, I'm sorry. I got confused, and Fusen is off to a great start. She shook off the DC Billiards Player of the Week jinx that we've created. She's come out with 6 points. 10-8 is the score.
You just see a determination in her in these last few games that you haven't seen before. And I think everybody keying on Chloe has allowed her to open up and contribute to the team.
And that's probably been some conversation that's been had. People are going to be keying on Van Branken. Somebody else has got to step up. And I think Coach Alley was looking at Brooke Fusen saying, we need more offense out of you. She does so many things well defensively, but she's shown up these last few games offensively for DeKalb County. Barton does check in as Tobit heads to the DeKalb County bench. And a little pinball by Alexander. She's going to draw a foul. And a trip to the free throw line. We'll get to some Cannon subs here in a moment as Chloe Van Branken will pick up her first foul. Checking in for the Lionettes, Riley Young back in the basketball game. And I believe number 1, Addison Estes, 5'4" sophomore, is also checked in for the first time tonight. Is that free throw in and out? No good. And that's the first thing we've seen Alexander miss, I think, here in the early going. Just a tick under a minute and a half left in the opening period. Free throw on the way is short. Missed them both, and there is Millie Barton getting that rebound.
Well, if they can get Millie in there and established, I think she's going to have her opportunity to have a good game. She's the tallest one on the floor right now.
Had a shot and almost had an offensive rebound, but had it plucked away, and here come the Lionettes. Schwartz going to swing it on around to Estes. Estes in the paint, floater won't go, missed everything and out of bounds. Bain, who sat for a moment, is checking back in as we'll see Schwartz head back over to the Cannon County bench. And again, everywhere Chloe Van Branken goes, a defender is sure to follow, and it's Naomi Muse who's actually picked her up at about three-quarter court and walked with her all the way up court. She's going to have to earn it tonight for sure. Fusen skips it over. Milton wants another 3. It won't go. Rebound. Barton tried to get to it, could not. And it'll be Lionette basketball with 42.4 seconds left in this opening period. An opening period at Kelly, you almost feel like Cannon County's been in control, but it's a 2-point game.
Well, I feel like the Tigerettes or the Lady Tigers or whatever we are have been punched in the face about the Lionettes, Lady Lions. I don't know what they are. And they've took it, and they've been able to punch back a little bit. They've gotten some calls. They've gotten some out of bounds. They've gotten some good rotations. I would just love to see them run a different offense that isolates some people and gets some stuff going to the basket. They're trying to rely on the 3, and it's not falling right now.
Agee across the timeline. We're down to 18 seconds. Will DeKalb try to hold for one final shot? They could tie or possibly take the lead. Fusen, who's got 6, gives it off. Oh, pass intended for Agee, stolen by Alexander. Alexander all the way, takes it. No. will not go. DeKalb's got 5. AG's got to hurry. Up the court, intercepted. Bain takes it. That's the end of the first period. And that's going to be Cannon County with a 10-8 lead over DeKalb County at the end of 1. We'll take a break and be back with second quarter action as you watch DeKalb County versus Cannon County on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church.
We're back here at Coach Harold Luna Court at the DCHS Gymnasium, 10-8 at the end of the first period. Let's go downstairs to Coach Chris Vance, who is down along the sideline. Coach, what have you seen so far in the first period? Just some things maybe we're missing up here, up top on the mezzanine level.
Tom, I'm not sure that you're missing it. Only thing Cannon County's been barking on the entire first quarter is rebounding, go after the ball. That's been the biggest problem. On the other side, DeKalb County is wanting to put into a press. They haven't made enough shots really to set the press.
All right, Coach. Ellie Bain, I noticed she did check out at one point. Was that that 2 minutes? And let's see how she's doing and check on her. She wasn't out very long, it didn't look like.
She wasn't, and it's going to go spell. She came out, got a little water. They've got an ice in case he starts to feel sick. Cool her temperature down a little bit, but yeah, she's right back in for Miley.
All right, we'll come back and check with Coach here in just a bit. As got a foul there a moment ago. Jordan Agee trying to give DeKalb County the lead from beyond the arc, won't go, and now we'll get I thought I heard a whistle, but not so, and it's going to be Millie Barton on an offensive rebound, back up and good. And Barton with her first basket ties this basketball game at 10-10. Cannon County in the front court with Bain. Bain splits a double team, goes strong to the basket, up and good. And Ellie Bain on the board for the first time in this back and forth game now as Cannon jumps back up top 12-10. DeKalb is yet to lead, but they can take the lead on the scoreboard with a 3. They won't get one as Van Branken, though, is going to drive. Chloe Van Branken with her first basket. Coach, has something else I want to talk to you about with Chloe Van Branken. Cannon County's been going with her pretty much everywhere she goes. There's a defender to follow as Riley Young knocks one from downtown. Any insight on the strategy there? I mean, she's going to have to work to earn her points tonight, it does look like. Not sure if we got Coach. We'll have to come back to him in a moment. Van Branken gets a turnaround shot. It won't go. And Cannon off that three-pointer by Young has a 15-12 advantage with the basketball now in the front court. This is Jalen Taylor. Schwartz swings it on around to Alexander. She's had a big game so far. Alexander will kick it outside wide open for 3, and it's up and good. And that's back-to-back three-pointers from that near wing for Riley Young. She's got 6 quick points, and that's the difference on the scoreboard. Cannon County leads it by 6. They'll find Barton. Barton's going to muscle down against Bain. No good, but Millie follow-up won't go. Bain pulls down the rebound. Bain, she'll take it up court. She definitely playing with some energy out there, sick or not. Shot won't go. Ball comes back out to Young. Young's going to drive in left-hand side, up and good. And Coach Alley's got to be thinking, at least considering a timeout at some point here. Is Cannon County on a 8-0 run, and there it is. That's a 30-second timeout going to be called here by Coach Brandy Alley. And Coach Alley, I want to kind of regroup the troops here, so to speak, as Riley Young herself is on an 8-0 run here for the Lionettes. Bombed a couple of big three-pointers and then added that drive with the left hand up and in. And a good timeout here for Coach Alley just to kind of reset things, settle the team back down, and don't let this thing get out of hand here. And it will be DeKalb County basketball at 5:33 left to play until halftime. Van Vranken to inbound. Lily Young is into the game for DeKalb County, and for the first time, Hannah Tobit is also back onto the court. Fusen and Barton have sit down. Van Vranken attacks from the right-hand side, up and good. And now Van Vranken starting to get rolling just a little bit. She's got 4, and that will snap Cannon County's 8-0 run. Bain gets around Young. Oh, nice step around Van Vranken, but the shot won't go. Agee headed the other way. Agee hits the side of the backboard, wild shot, then gets tripped up trying to get back up court. Bain going one-on-one with Young. Will kick it to the corner. Alexander, bottom. Abby Alexander knocks it down. That's her first three-pointer of the night. She's got 9 to lead all scorers. And there's the advantage on the scoreboard. 9 points with 4:44 left until halftime. Agee's going to get into some traffic and draw a foul, and she'll step to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul's going to go against Cannon County's Riley Young. That's going to be Riley's first. And that's team's second for the Lionettes. Agee comes up short on the first. She'll get another. Agee with 2 points thus far in the basketball game. Some subs for Cannon, and again, Ellie Bain's going to sit down for a breather as Agee gets the second. Second up and good, and it's 23-15. Here comes Alexander right back, just streaking up the court. Abby Alexander is having a first half. She's got 11. And Cannon County up 10. First double-digit lead of the ball game, I believe, at 25-15. Melton's in some trouble. Gets it to Young. Young's got a 2-on-1 opportunity. Van Vranken was open. Young went to the basket, got blocked. Van Vranken with a steal. Can't get the shot to go. Nice save there off the end line by Muse. And we'll get a jump ball as Agee and Alexander are still rolling around out there on the court. And the officials will break it up. It'll be Cannon County basketball as we near the midway point of this second period. Cannon County, again, it's been one of those games. DeKalb was hanging around there for a while, and not that it's out of reach by any stretch of the imagination, but it almost feels like since the get-go, Cannon has driven this game the way they've wanted to. They've had the momentum. They've forced DeKalb to play their game. As Bain checks back in and Muse will sit down. And a lot of that, let's attribute that to the young lady with the ball now. That's Abby Alexander, who's just made this machine go. 11 points, but moving her team, getting them in the right spots. That shot's going to be off the mark by Taylor. And DeKalb's just been a little discombobulated so far here in the first half. Van Vranken, Tobit, good ball movement out. Agee skips it to Melton. She can't hold on. Another turnover. DeKalb County will give it back. That's just a little much as Melton couldn't reel it in. As we hit 3.5 minutes left at halftime, Alexander will work the ball in the front court. Off to Taylor. Melton out defending. DeKalb playing man-to-man in the half court. Alexander fronted by Van Vranken. Up top, wide open look there. Up top won't go. That's Schwartz. And the rebound taken away by Van Vranken. Van Vranken will push it up court. Winding down to 3 minutes left till halftime. DeKalb needs a run. They need to get something going and kind of punch back here at this Cannon County team. It was outscored DeKalb 13-3 in about the last 4 minutes. Van Vranken out top. Tobit's wide open for 3. Won't go. Tried to chase down the rebound, but it's going to be swiped away by Taylor, headed the other way. Taylor's pass intercepted. Van Vranken cuts it off. And here comes Van Vranken leading the charge. Van Vranken going up against multiple red jerseys and will draw the contact, and the senior will step to the free throw line, courtesy of Jalen Taylor, who picks up her first foul, and that's team foul number 3 against the Lionettes. Van Vranken heads to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2, and a chance to whittle this lead back down into single digits as the first one up and short for Van Vranken. And her first free throw attempt tonight, DeKalb County 2 of 5. so far in limited action at the charity stripe. Melton's going to get a breather. Lily Young's back on the court. Brooke Fusen is back on the court. Free throw is up by Van Vranken. She gets 1 of 2. And the line at lead is 9. Here's Alexander. I believe she's played every moment here for the Lionettes. Bain, she'll launch from 3, bottom. Bain from downtown. She's got 5. Cannon's knocked down 4 3-pointers in the second period. That total is 12. The lead is 12. At the free throw line, Fusen. Fusen back up top, Agee. Agee wants to launch a 3. Won't go. Rebound swiped away by Young. Young feeds it up ahead to Estes. Addison Estes. Alexander, good quick ball movement here. Wide open again, Alexander for 3. Can't get it this time. Ball tipped out of bounds, and Muse, the last to touch it. We'll give it back to DeKalb County with $1:52 left till the break. Coach Brandy Alley's wanting another timeout. This one's going to be a full timeout. 1:52 left to the half. It's Cannon County by a dozen. This is DeKalb County High School basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Bad Boy tractors are born from the legendary Bad Boy mowers from 20 to 35 horsepower. Subcompact to midsize, Bad Boy combines power, performance, comfort, and as always, builds strength to deliver the workhorse dependability you need to get the job done and done right. Homeowner, landscaper, or rancher, there's a Bad Boy tractor for you to work with an attitude. Find your Big Boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
28-16 is the score. Let's head down to the sideline. Coach Chris Vance is standing by. Coach Brandy Alley with a couple of timeouts here in the second quarter. Are you getting anything from this from these huddles here? What is she telling her team? Any idea?
Yeah, both Abby and Coach Fox, they're talking about guard somebody. Know the person you're supposed to match up with. They keep screaming over defenses past timeout. They're not in the defense to be called, so a lot of confusion on the defensive side for the. On the other side of the floor, Cannon County's doing a much better job of boxing out and getting ready.
All right, thank you, Coach Chris Vance. And DeKalb County is going to turn the ball over here. We'll come back to Coach at halftime to get some more updates on what's going on as he's roaming the sidelines, giving us the perspective from down there tonight on our Blitz coverage. Cannon County with a 12-point lead off the turnover, trying to make it hurt. And it's Alexander with the ball, fronted by Agee. Goes cross court, and that'll land in the first row of seats over there. A couple of fans, well, kind of ready for it, I guess. Thankfully didn't hit anybody in the head or anything like that. Don't want to see any of that. As Agee brings the ball into the front court, gives off Van Vranken. Van Vranken up top of the circle. She's drawing Bain defensively. Van Vranken backs it up near the midcourt circle. 1 minute left in the half. Lady Tigers down a dozen. Van Vranken gets in traffic. Leaves it off for Fusen. Fusen might have got away with an extra step there. Agee takes it up and under, no, but a foul. And Jordan Agee with an opportunity here at the free throw line. And was it Estes? It was. Number 1, Addison Estes, who will pick up her first foul. Team foul number 4, 5th foul overall tonight by Cannon County. Nobody with any more than 1, as Agee with a free throw up and good. She's now 2 of 3 from the charity stripe with 4 points. DeKalb County's only been called for 1 foul so far. Bit surprising here through the first half. Second one up and good. Agee's got 5, and the lead back to 10. Alexander will work it up. What will Coach Patrick do here? Will she try to play for one final shot? Certainly she wants to go to the locker room with the lead and would love to have that double-digit lead, I'm sure. Alexander in the corner. Nope, they're going to fire the 3, and why not? Young knocks it down from downtown. Riley Young has made 3 of those this quarter. She's got 11 here in the second, and the lead is 13. DeKalb County, 17 seconds. Van Vranken. Fusen launches from downtown. Bottom! Fusen comes back and answers. Fusen with 9 points. And we're going to get a foul here with 5.1 seconds left. Hi, Kelly.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Somebody locked me out, so I had to run all the way around the gym. I got my cardio in for the day.
As I was waiting, I missed the foul there, but Alexander is going to
It's going to be
step
an
up. It's
Tobit.
Tobit. Now they put it up on the board as Tobit gets her first, and Alexander with a free throw up and good. Kelly, just to recap what you've missed, Cannon County 5 3-pointers this period. Riley Young with 11 points, and Coach was telling us a few moments ago, it's Coach Alley and her 2 timeouts is imploring her squad to guard somebody.
Well, I think it's the defense that they're in. They can't. They don't have the whole. You got to have speed to match up with speed, and they don't have it. They're going to have to figure out a different defense. I was listening to it on the radio as I was doing
what do you mean on the radio?
Well, I couldn't. I left my phone here, and I couldn't.
We got 5 media outlets here. If you can't find tonight's game, you're not looking or listening for sure.
I got my car, and I was like, I don't have my phone. I can't watch.
32-21 is the score at the half. We'll come back with some halftime stats and analysis. We'll get a report from Coach and much more. This is DC Blitz coverage of DeKalb County High School basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Unrivaled service and practical advice from Jeff and Grant James at DeKalb County Insurance. With auto, homeowners, life and annuities, property and liability, Medicare supplement, and business policies available. Receive seriously good insurance with great coverage and prices. DeKalb County Insurance is an independent agency that shops multiple carriers, such as Erie, Allstate, Travelers, State Auto, Progressive, and many more. Call today for a quote. DeKalb County Insurance, 615-597-0660.
Ignite HVAC Electrical and Plumbing is one of the top HVAC contractors in Middle Tennessee, offering both residential and commercial sales, installation, and services. We want to set ourselves apart from the rest of the HVAC industry by providing a seamless experience from your project start to finish. We are constantly improving our skills to continue to meet every expectation for our customers. Let Ignite serve your HVAC Electrical and Plumbing needs. 615-597-0100.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Back here at the half as the DeKalb County Lady Tigers trailing Cannon County 32-21. A score from Salina. DeKalb West School playing in the TMSAA region tournament tonight. They are trailing the Salina Bulldogs at the half 27-15. It was 18-5 actually at the end of the first period. So a bit of a slow start for West, and they're going to have some ground to make up, Kelly. If they're going to win this, they got a dozen-point deficit staring them in the face at the half.
Well, and Salina is not known for their baseball and football. They're known for basketball. It was going to be hard, not to mention the fact that we've been out and they haven't played since the 1st of January. Makes it really hard to kind of go out and compete, but maybe they'll turn it around. Got the nerves shook off after the first half and can come out in the second half and do better.
This girls' game tonight, Cannon County, Abby Alexander came out with a hot hand, had 6 points early on. Really continued it, though, in the second period. But Riley Young comes out with 11 points there in that second period. Cannon County, 5 3-pointers there. As I mentioned, Coach, in one of his updates, said, Coach Alley's telling his team, guard somebody. They've had some wide open looks beyond the arc, and sometimes you can be too open, but Cannon's made it pay tonight.
Well, and it sounds like they're not rotating correctly. They need to talk more on defense, and they do need to clean that up. And I'm sure Coach Fox and Coach Alley are in the locker room right now expressing that vividly. But, we're not hitting threes. And they are, and that's the difference. You know, they went inside the first. If you look at the first quarter, all their points were twos, mainly Abby Alexander taking it to the basket, going to free throws. They got their inside game going, and that allowed their outside game opening up. And I used to tell my boys all the time, if we can hit a shot inside, the shots outside will fall.
For DeKalb County, Chloe Van Branken took her a little while to get going, as Cannon has done an excellent job defending her. Still only 5 points in the first half, but again, we've seen had a Brooke Fuson offensive siding in the first half. Is 6 points there in the opening quarter, adds another 3 there in the second. A big 3 that actually countered one for Cannon County. It put the lead back at 10 points. Brooke again showing off a little bit tonight, but getting back to Van Branken, you know she's the main source of offense. Cannon certainly knows that, and they've defended her exceptionally well tonight, I think.
And I think from going on out, everybody is going to key on Van Branken, and so other girls are going to have to step up, and she can't carry it all. She has to have some help, and somebody else is going to have to step up and help.
We'll get an update from Coach Vance here just momentarily as we'll run down scoring for DeKalb County at the half. Millie Barton with 2 points, Jordan Agee with 5, Chloe Van Branken with 5, Brooke Fuson leading the Lady Tigers with 9. On the Cannon County side, it's Jalen Taylor with 4 points, Ellie Bain with 5. It is Riley Young with 11, all coming in the second period. Abby Alexander leading the way for the Lionettes with 12 points. 32-21 the score at the half, with the second half coming up. Kelly, what do you see as far as what does DeKalb County, what do they have to do better? I mean, this game is not out of reach, but what do they got to adjust to make this work in the second half?
They have not established an inside game. They need to establish that. They need to make shots when they're that close to the basket. And then they need to figure out this defense. They need to rotate better. I think they're kind of, I noticed once that they changed defense depending on who's in. And I think the reason they went to a man-to-man was because that's why Tobit got the start. They went man-to-man right out the gate. They kind of fall to a zone when Millie Barton came in. So they're going to have to fix that. They're going to have to rotate better, and they're just going to have to clean their defense up. I think their offense will come around. They usually shoot the ball better in the second half, but they're definitely going to have to find the open person.
Let's head downstairs to Coach Chris Vance. And Coach, for a Cannon team playing the third game in 4 nights, do you see much fatigue for them?
He's at the Tiger.
I'm really not, and I got to tell Coach Patrick, leave more. Ellie's okay. The Bain girl at 5 points at the half. Keep doing what they've been doing with this is going into halftime. It's out, rebound, get after it. That's it. Have not a chance to talk with Coach Allie yet. We'll try to get her in a minute.
All right, Coach, and we'll see what if she's got something to say once she comes out. We'll give you an opportunity to speak to her. She comes out of the locker room. While we do that, let's take a break. We'll come back after telling you again the halftime score. It is Cannon County 32, DeKalb County 21. You're watching high school basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Mallory Fingsler for your personal price plan today.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable.
That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night, as we study together and worship our Lord.
Getting set for the second half of action. Let's go back downstairs. Coach Chris Vance had an opportunity to talk to DeKalb County Assistant Coach Brandon Fox. Coach, what did Coach Fox have to say?
I tried to get Coach out. He didn't look like he was in the mood to talk. Brandon was nice enough to offer the message at the half, and got the ladies out of the zone. And then when they go in, they couldn't remember who they were matched up with and had wide open threes like I spoke about.
All right. So we'll probably look for some adjustments here in the second half. And, Coach, thanks again for the update there. And we'll check in with you here in just a little bit. 32-21. Again, the game not out of reach. I think DeKalb's got to come out strong here, Kelly.
They got to come out and they got to hit them in the face really hard, and they got to have a defensive stop. If they don't get a defensive stop, this is going to be, or they're just going to take over, and I don't think they can come back from it.
Here comes Jordan Agee to bring it up. DeKalb County wearing their white tonight with the pink lettering and numerals trimmed in black. Van Branken leaves off Milton. And running that motion, gets it back to Agee. In the paint, some trouble there. Van Branken trying to get some separation. Left-hander won't go. Popped in and out of the cup, just wouldn't stay down. Alexander coming the other way. Spin move. Lost her footing, almost got that to go. Fight for the rebound, and Van Branken's going to take it. Van Branken drifting back, staying with her. There's Jalen Taylor. Leaves it off for Agee. We've seen a variety of players matching up against number 4. We're going to get a kind of a hand check foul there called on the Linettes.
I think that's Cannon's strategy, is to keep the newest player in on Chloe, so they're keeping fresh legs on her.
Riley Young gets her second, and that's team foul number 1 for quarter number 3. Basketball comes into Milton, and now Agee will set it up in the half court. Agee out near the logo. Van Branken going to go one-on-one to the rack and up and good. Takes advantage of the matchup there, and she's great with her left hand. I don't know that we talk about that enough.
It's so funny because I used to make left-handed layups better than I could right-handed. It's because you don't have a bad habit, and people aren't used to you going to left, but I think that's great that she's developed that left hand.
Alexander comes right back and answers. However, she's got 14 and the lead back to 11 for the Linettes. Melton, looking for Fusen, right through her hands and out of bounds.
That time she was trying to shoot it before she caught it.
Got to catch it first. And the turnover will give it back to the Linettes. Linettes have kind of kept the pace kind of slow tonight.
Yeah, both teams have been fairly slow. DeKalb's done a good job of breaking the press, but not getting anything out of it, really.
Thought about a 3 to Schwartz. Passed up on it. Now back out to Alexander. Alexander's going to hit that baseline. Woo! Got close. Had to tippy-toe it down there to keep it going out of bounds. Working around to the near side. Going to find Young. Young hits the baseline. Comes up with a shot over Van Branken. Good. Riley Young's got 13.
And that was good defense. She just made a good shot.
Brooke Fusen caught. Might have thought for a split second about a 3, but Young got there in a hurry. Van Branken in the paint. Off balance shot there, goes out of bounds. I don't really ever hardly see Chloe miss one quite like that, but just kind of rushed and a little off balance. That didn't help. As the DeKalb West School Bulldogs are one period away from their season being over, as it's 41-19. Salina headed to the fourth quarter. So, been a good season, but I still think having only played twice since the middle of December has not benefited the West School Bulldogs.
Not a bit.
That hurts. And, we've addressed some of those issues on the Blitz, talking about how the middle school schedules and TMSAA with their postseason the way it is, and it hurts some teams. And I think West has been one that it's not been a help to them at all, as Bain's going to be fouled. And will step to the free throw line.
Foul.
Yeah, could have been just a bit, as Van Branken picks up her second. That is only the second third foul, I should say, called against DeKalb County in this basketball game. We've not seen a lot of fouls on either side, honestly. I'm not complaining. Just keep those whistles in your pockets there, boys and girl. As the free throw by Bain is up and good, she'll get another. As Tobit out and Millie Barton checks back in. Second free throw, no. Long rebound, still fighting. Who's got it? Melton got it. Here comes Van Branken. Van Branken going to drive it right up to the basket with that left hand. Won't go. Got a foul. And Naomi Muse is going to put Van Branken back on the free throw line as she picks up her first foul. Well, Van Branken's had to earn it. We talked about that in the first half, that she would have to with the excellent defense Cannon's played, but she's showing no fear. Free throw up and good. She's 2 of 3 now from the line.
It's going to take Chloe, and I'd love to see Allie Melton step up here, and them two need to take over as seniors.
Second one up and good. By the way, it's senior night, Kelly. We found out about middle of this afternoon, or I did. I don't know when. You may have known it before I did.
No, I found out at the end of softball practice. They said, it's senior night, and I went, oh, okay.
So seniors will be recognized in between games. And good crowd on hand here, which we expect for Cannon DeKalb. Is foul there, and Abby Alexander is going to head to the free throw line.
I think a lot of people just want to get out of the house.
I think you're right. I agree. Millie Barton with the foul, her first. Yeah, people are tired of ice and snow. You know, we get excited and want ice and snow, and then we get ice and snow, and about 2 days after, except teachers.
People love snow. They don't like ice.
Well, okay. Yeah.
I went to my parents' house today, and they live on a hill, and the north side of that hill was still, I was sliding down the driveway trying to walk up, and I finally just walked in the grass. But
I'm clumsy enough. I don't need help from ice.
Same.
39-25, the lead at 14. I believe this might be our largest lead of the ball game. And another DeKalb County turnover. Here's Muse coming out of the pack. Got on the run. That was a double dribble. Bain banks it home, and a foul. Oh, you talk about insult to injury there. You get away with the double dribble, then you get the off-balance shot to go down, and then the foul on top of it. That's Melton's first. Bain with a chance at a three-point play.
DeKalb needs something to spark them, and they haven't. Somebody's going to have to spark them to get them going.
Well, I know you got a full period left to play and still half of this one, but this leads at 17, and DeKalb is not strung together much in the way of a run this entire basketball game. And they need one badly to shift some momentum in their direction. AG will bring it into the front court, just following Millie Barton. Looks like a running back behind the fullback going up to the court there as the shot off the mark, unfortunately. And here comes Bain. Bain drives it, banks it home good. But if she's sick, she ain't playing like it. And Brandy Alley has seen enough. Full timeout with 4:06 left in the third. It's a 19-point Cannon County lead. You're watching DeKalb County High School basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Care makes for a better community. It's lending a hand when times are tough and celebrating together when they're good. It's investing in our neighbors. It's knowing that every loan, every account, every conversation is a chance to make where we live stronger. At Wellworth Bank, we believe a better community starts with care. Wellworth Bank, care in common.
DeKalb County High School basketball on the Blitz Sports Network tonight. Brought to you by DeKalb County Insurance, Good Health Family Clinic, Holmes Group, Ignite HVAC, Electrical and Plumbing, Liberty Auto Glass, Wellworth Bank, Love Cantrell Funeral Home, Ranger Brake, Smithfield Church of Christ, Smithfield First Baptist Church, Southern Landscape Supply, the Tony Luna Group of Lake Holmes Realty, and Mallory Finksler, your local State Farm Insurance agent. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we will select a Lady Tiger as our Mallory Finksler State Farm Insurance Player of the Game. We'll announce that at the conclusion of this, as well at the conclusion of the boys' game tonight. I want to thank Mallory for sponsoring that award, something brand new to our Blitz coverage this year. Here's Millie Barton. She's driving to the basket. Got it! Martin's second bucket of the night. She's got 4, and boy, DeKalb needed that. 44-27. I guess I could cut your mic on, Kelly.
It's okay.
Just in case you want to talk, you know. Van Vranken out there knocks the ball away, and it'll be Cannon County basketball with 3:38 on the clock. We saw Danny Bond come in here.
Yeah, we should have grabbed him and had him talk to us.
I know. You know, I know it's been a long time since he coached. You wonder if he ever still just a little bit misses it.
He misses the part of controlling the game. As far as, like, I mean, I'm just saying you miss telling them little things that you see.
Yeah.
But he probably does not miss going to practice and
the grind.
And all the responsibility. And
yeah.
People don't realize how mentally you're into it. Even junior high, like this has been the most stress-free year I've had in years.
Yeah.
Because I've not had to go home and think about what are we going to do, what do we need to do, how do we get better, what should we do. It's been great.
It seems crazy to think about it. It's been 23 years since Coach Bond stepped down. I mean, he was in his 40s. Mm-hmm. You know, he probably could have coached 10, 15, 20 more years if he'd have wanted to. And but decided it was his time.
But you also understand he had done it probably for 20-something years. And you go through all this time of doing it and investing time. It just wears on you after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, from the time he started as an assistant with Coach Luna, and then he was a head coach for 17-plus seasons. So, yeah, I mean, that's a whole lot of time. Fuson for 3, no. Rebound. Every time she shoots now, I get excited. she's become a real shooter for this Lady Tiger team.
They all seem to be a little short on their shot, which tells me their legs, they're tired.
Bain kicks it out. Here's a 3 by Schwartz. That's going to be short. And a rebound taken away by Barton. Barton to Melton. Melton to Agee. DeKalb did play Saturday afternoon. But again, a lot of time off. They had been off 9 days prior to that. And there's Fuson. She'll bank it in good. And Fuson's got 11 to lead DeKalb County. The lead at 15. 9 days off, and then you play three games in 4 days.
Yeah.
That's like, hello, welcome back. Of course, still no school in DeKalb County tomorrow, or Cannon County. 3 by Alexander is going to be short. Rebound taken away by Melton. With the rain tomorrow, I would assume that'll get a lot of melting done that hasn't happened just yet, especially in some of those shady areas, some of those roadways that typically melt about April or early May, it feels like. River Road off Short Mountain headed to Woodbury. You know the road I'm talking about?
Yes.
That road is icy in middle of July, I think.
Well, I know some people are upset, but honestly, a route on my bus route is the county couldn't even work on the road today. So they were slipping inside, and so you don't want to put a bus on that and endanger kids in any way.
No, not at all. And you've got 13 snow days to burn, as we'll see Autumn Crook for the first time tonight for DeKalb, and Brooke Fuson's going to get a breather. And teachers have got to have that 13 days off anyway.
I don't know if anyone went outside last night, but it was a full moon. So your children, the way they act right now is how they act at school, plus 30. You have 30 in a class. So if they're driving you insane, teacher appreciation is coming up real soon. And if your child has drove you crazy the past week and a half, then guess what? They do the same thing to their
Move
teacher.
that mic up just a little bit. You sound a little muffled there. I can hear you, but you sound like you're in a cave. Yeah.
I make it
you know, full moon, give a little sun drop, and
They've played Fortnite all.
Yeah. But safety first for sure, and nobody's going to cry about missing a few days of school. So 44-29 Cannon, by the way, with that 30-second timeout there. With a 15-point lead, DeKalb County with the basketball. Agee fighting through traffic, puts it up, no. Rebound Bain. Bain driving down the right-hand side of the court, going to take it strong, swatted away, and a foul's called. That's Van Vranken. She's frustrated. She don't like it. And that's her third. Nope, that's not Van Vranken. I apologize to Van Vranken. That's Autumn Crook. I think Van Vranken thought it was Van Vranken.
Okay, so in referee language, that is, Van Franken's the best player and another player was involved in it, so you can give it to that other player that just came off the bench.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, Van Vranken was walking over like she knew it was her, but we'll take it. Second one up good. Bain knocks them both down. Bain's had a fantastic quarter. She's got 8 here in the third, 13 for the ball game. And the lead is 17. DeKalb still looking for that spark. Is that it? Maybe. Jordan Agee gets to the line as she knocks down the 2, and we'll get the and 1. And foul will go against Taylor. No. Is it 24? Okay. I thought he said 23. It's 24. And that's her first. Agee completes the three-point play. All right. That's a start. Can they build on it? Alexander. Driving against Van Vranken. Off of the corner, Young for 3. Well short. Rebound Crook. Bounce pass up ahead to Melton. Melton, it's a foot race. Melton is blocked. She went down, but because of the block, not because there was contact, but there's Millie. Millie cleans it up. Millie's got 6, and it's 12. 45 seconds left in the period. Bain had it plucked away. Here's Agee. 2-on-1 opportunity. Agee to the rack will go to the free throw line as Bain will commit her second foul. And a little bit of life here for DeKalb County. At the end of this third period, got to hit the free throws.
Very much so. You got to score when the clock's not running.
Free throw. Rounds the cylinder and good. As we will see, Millie's going to check out and Lily is going to check in. They got a podcast name. They could have the Lily and Millie show. I could see it.
Very much so. It's kind of like Millie Vanilli.
Nobody under 40 knows who that is. 46-36. DeKalb has gotten it down to 10 points on a 6-0 run here. Actually, I think it's a 7-0 run. And Alexander looks like she wants to hold it for a final shot here for the Lionettes. Van Vranken trying to rattle her cage. She lost it off her foot out of bounds. Who got it last? It had to have been Cannon, right?
No, it actually went off Van Vranken's foot.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Well, when she went down, it went off her foot. And it was off Alexander, and then Alexander pinballed it off her.
So the Lionettes will have it with 6.5 seconds. Oh, that's about easy, but it didn't go. Oh, but there's a foul. And that's Jordan Agee who's going to get her first. And it will be to the free throw line, Riley Young. With 13 points, she's not been to the line yet tonight. And missed it. Young will get another 5.1 seconds left in this third period. Good. 1 of 2. That stops DeKalb County's 7-0 run. Puts the lead back at 11. Baseball pass up court. Lily Young. Chloe Van Vranken got to hurry. Won't go. And that's the end of 3. DeKalb closes out the third, though, on a 7-1 run to cut it to 11 as we head to the fourth period. It's Cannon County 47, DeKalb County 36. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Home Surveillance is your trusted partner in video surveillance equipment. Our team understands the critical importance of safeguarding your family and securing your business assets. We offer comprehensive solutions tailored to your specific needs, ensuring peace of mind through advanced technology and expert installation. As a locally owned and operated business, we take pride in our community and strive to build lasting relationships with our customers. Let Home Surveillance help you protect the things most important to you. Give us a call at 615-597-6287.
And we're back here at Haraluna Court. at the DCHS Gymnasium. Let's go downstairs. Coach Chris Vance standing by. Coach, a good run there for DeKalb County. Got a little momentum there with closing out the period on a 7-1 run. I guess the question is, can they build on that going into this fourth period?
For most of the quarter, Coach Alley just they're pleading teams to do what they've been doing for the past few weeks. Haven't been doing challenging. They finally started a good run, like 7-1. Let's see if the Birds can hold up.
All right. Thank you, Coach Chris Vance. Coach sounds a little, I don't know what, I think it's our connection down there.
It's almost distorted. It's like, it's some movie I've seen where they talk like that.
Now you got me on that. I've seen a lot of movies, so it's maybe something I've seen but don't remember.
Oh, I'll think of it in a minute.
Melton, no. Oh, if she'd have hit that.
It was one of the Lightning McQueen movies.
Oh, okay. I may not have seen that then. Alexander's going to come back and up and in good with the little 10-foot jumper and lead back to 13. Van Vranken looking, driving, goes with the left. It won't go, but she's fouled, and Van Vranken to the line. And the foul will go against Cannon County's Muse. That's her second. First foul, of course, here of the fourth period. Van Vranken is 3 of 4 from the line. She's got 9 points in the basketball game. The lead is 11. The lead is 10. And she has 10. Van Vranken, one of only 2 seniors on this Lady Tiger team. Second one up and good, the other being Allie Melton. 49-38. Their last game's against Cannon County. And they would love to come out of here with a win tonight, but they've got work to do. Alexander feeds it off to Bain. Bain. Oh, what a tie-up. Melton got in there and tied her up. I'll tell you what, Melton, we don't talk about her defense enough either. I mean, plays just like that, she makes them every game.
She's sneaky.
Yeah, very much. And just an excellent defender. She's going to Bryan College, and they're going to get a scrappy ball player. I think they're going to love her up there.
It's too bad her and Katie weren't there at the same time.
Yeah. As out of bounds, will stay with DeKalb County with 6:46 left. Katie Farrell, of course, we're talking about there, a great player. DeKalb went to state with that team back at 18. Gosh, it don't seem like it's been that 8 years ago. Man, where's time gone? Van Vranken lost at Muse. It just kind of went through her arms, and Muse trying to leave it off for Bain. Bain had to track it down. What we got? Technical foul on Coach Brandy Alley. We'll got to get the details from Coach, as Coach Alley wasn't happy with something, and she will sit down and be relegated to the bench for the remainder of this basketball game.
That's harder than people realize. I haven't gotten very many technicals in my career of coaching, but I got one last year. I wasn't even talking to the referee. I was sitting talking to Coach Fox on the bench, and he gave me one from the other end of the floor, and I was like, what did I even do? But I was dragging a chair around with me everywhere I went.
Gosh. Second one is up and good, and 1 of 2 makes it a 12-point game at 50-38. Let's see if we can get Coach Vance on the horn here and find out what happened down there. 6.5 minutes left in this fourth period. And Coach Vance, you were down there close by. What was the technical foul for?
It's been a lot of the county's coaches, they're missed calls, they're missed fouls, and there wasn't a magic word. It's just a matter of the officials haven't heard enough.
All right. Thank you, Coach Vance. And just frustration, just feeling like maybe some calls not getting called or not, I don't know. Just, you know how it is, Kelly. You've coached, and sometimes the calls don't feel like they're going your way. This has kind of been a frustrating game for DeKalb County. It builds up.
Yeah, and that is, Chloe has been very frustrated about some non-fouls that have not been called, and it's kind of one of those times her coach is sticking up for her, but
second one by Bain, good. She gets 1 of 2. And 14 for Bain, who's going to check out now as Jalen Taylor will check back in, and the lead 13. It's not like it's been a blowout. I mean, again, DeKalb does enough. They had that little run to end the third period. They stick around, but just can't quite get over the hump. It's been the story of the game so far. Melton, no. Rebound Muse. Had a good look at it, rounded the brim, just wouldn't go down. Muse is going to be fouled. And is it going to be Agee, who's a little slow to get up, or is it going to be Van Vranken? It will be Chloe Van Vranken, and you've got 2 on the board. I've got 3. There it goes. And to the free throw line will go Muse. First one up, no good. Muse will get another. She's not scored tonight. Agee's going to check out. She doesn't look happy. And Brooke Fuson's going to check back in.
I was kind of wondering why we were not playing Brooke, but then I'm thinking they do have a game tomorrow that is a district game, so maybe they're resting her. And
I mentioned at the outset, would DeKalb take that into consideration with the rotation? And you felt like we might see it more in the boys' game than the girls. And we've not seen it a lot, but, well, we got an issue in the crowd, and I know what this is. They're using flashing lights on their cell phones or something up there.
They were doing that earlier, and I think they're talking to someone across the court. I think it's kids talking to another kids, but, they're using their phones to flash back and forth because they're being teenagers. And
well, they did it at one point where Bain was at the free throw line, and assistant principal Seth Willoughby's been notified, and I think he's headed over there. Now, are they DeKalb or Cannon students?
I'm not exactly sure. They're going to try to look real innocent, like they weren't doing anything.
What? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. And Mr. Willoughby will go over there to talk about not doing that again, please. As Van Vranken with the basketball for DeKalb County. Time ticking. We're headed down to 5.5 minutes left in regulation. Fuson gets a good open look from 3. Bottom! Fuson bangs from the top of the circle. And she has 14 points. Ball comes loose. Van Vranken trying to wrestle it away, and we're going to have a jump ball. It will be Cannon County basketball. Van Vranken knocked it loose, tied it up, but Cannon will hang on as Bain in, Schwartz out for the Lionettes. We'll have our second game coming up, of course. Lions and Tigers. We'll announce our Mallory Finksler State Farm Insurance Player of the Game for our girls contest at the conclusion of this game. Nearing 5 minutes, here's Alexander. Shot no, and a foul. He's very animated. Very animated. As the foul's going to go against Melton. That's her second. Alexander to the free throw line. She misses.
Now, is she a sister to the Alexander?
Miles Alexander?
Miles? Yes.
I don't know. That's a coach question. He would know that. I'd assume they're related most likely, but I don't know that for a fact. Second one, no good.
Lily pulled that rebound. It was a good rebound to pull.
11-point game. Van Vranken, no, but a foul. She'll go to the free throw line. Well, you remember when I said they hadn't called many fouls earlier?
Yeah, it's 4-2. You know they hadn't called many fouls when Jordan Agee's only got 1 or 2 in the game.
She's got 1.
I know. Chloe's only got 3, so I mean.
Oh, that one won't go down. Chloe had made 5 in a row prior to that. And Cannon County wants a timeout. Ashley Patrick asked for a full timeout. We'll take a break. 4:53 left in regulation. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Well, let's hope they got the light situation worked out across the way there. The little teenage fun or whatever.
It's like, now, but I know when I say this, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, it's STUPID, kids.
We've all been there. Every one of us have been there. We've had our moments. There's no doubt about it. You know what? Then you grow up and you miss those days.
I was just glad there's no phones and recordings from when I was a kid.
Yeah, no kidding. We missed out on a lot, thankfully. Free throw up good. Chloe gets 1 of 2. And she's got 12 for the ball game. The lead is 10. Again, still, DeKalb is still in striking distance. And there's a foul.
And honestly, that was out of control basket. That was an out of control dribbler. That was not a foul. I didn't see anything, but they're going to give that one to Jordan. It's only her second. She's good.
They felt like Jordan needed another foul.
She usually has 2 with 4 minutes in the game. So
first free throw is going to be short. Alexander and Cannon County's gone frosty from the free throw line this period. 3 of 8. As Lily Young will check out, and Hannah Tobit, who started the game, first career start on the high school level. She's back in. Second one good. 1 of 2 for Alexander. Alexander getting close to 20 points for the night. 4:40 left to play. Fusen, that's a long 2. If it goes, it won't. 5 for the rebound. Oh, look at that. Van Vranken just picked it right away from Ellie Bain. Van Vranken stepping back. Naomi Muse out top to defend.
Thing is, we don't have time.
Yeah. Oh. That's a foul.
Mm-hmm.
That would have made a middle linebacker proud. Ellie Bain's going to pick up her 3rd.
I just got a text that said, yes, that is my sister.
Okay, good. Well, whoever texts us, thank you for that information. We appreciate it. I would have suspected, but I know if I'd have said yes it was, that no it wouldn't have been. All right.
And she has evidently been nominated for Miss Basketball.
Really? That's excellent. That is fantastic. Well, we wish her the best. And
I kind of think the little girl from Cannon County, I can't think of her name.
This is Cannon County.
No, I'm sorry, Smith County. I'm sorry, we was looking at. I'll think of it in a minute. She was also nominated. And they're both coming. That's coming out of the same district, so that's pretty cool.
That was a jump ball that was called there, by the way. And the basketball will go back to DeKalb County. 4:07 on the clock. The lead remains 11. And it comes to Fusen. Fusen out top Melton. Melton for 3. It's good. Melton from downtown. That's her first bucket tonight. And the lead is 8. Young answers. That's a big shot. DeKalb's stealing back some of that momentum, and Cannon just pours water, cold water on it. Back to 11. Van Vranken driving, kicking, Tobit on the wing. Here's Agee for 3. Yes! Oh, boy. Van Vranken, I think, went after the inbound, and now Brandy Alley wants a timeout 3:25 to play. It's going to be a 30, and we're going to keep it here as this is now an 8-point game. It's reminding me just a bit of the first meeting over in Woodbury where, again, Cannon led, felt like it had full control, tempo, everything for the majority of the game, and DeKalb made a run in the fourth. Fell short as it ended up a 56-52 Cannon County win. But DeKalb showing some signs of life here, Kelly, down the stretch. Can they scratch back into this thing here?
Yeah, if they can get more of these threes to go down, you can get right back in a game really quick. I mean, there's 3:25, and this has not been a fast-paced game. This has been a very slow pace. But in the last 30 seconds, it's been really quick.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. 3 3-pointers for DeKalb County in this period. 3 threes and 3 free throws. It will be Cannon to inbound along the baseline. Bain looks. Gets it into Schwartz. Back to Bain. DeKalb pressing in the 2-2-1. Oh, they better hurry. I started to say Taylor was wide open. DeKalb able to get back. Fans getting happy out there trying to cheer on their team. Alexander called for an offensive foul.
And Hannah Tobin is fired up.
Alexander gets her second. We're on that offensive foul, and here come the Lady Tigers. 3:05 to play. It ain't over, folks. I ain't heard no fat lady, that's for sure. Here comes Fusen, spinning back to her right.
Oh.
Yes! Holy cow! You see the arc on that shot. And Jordan had to get a foul.
Well, she's still got 2 more, so we're.
That's her third. Trying to go after that basketball, and what's going to happen, though, is now free throw. Both teams are going to shoot the bonus the rest of the way here.
No, they said that's her fourth on the board. I don't know. We only have her as 3, so maybe it is her fourth.
Okay, yeah, I've only got 3, but we're not the official scorers. And Alexander to the line. She struggled. She is 2 of 6 this quarter from the free throw line. Connects on that one. Well, we're just going to have to assume that Agie's got 4. And Alexander trying to make this an 8-point game.
And the student section has come alive.
The second one, good. Yeah. They just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Felt like, and getting vocal. 8-point game. Fusen. Oh, she wanted to shoot that.
Yes.
Look at that.
The bank is open.
Look at that. She don't like to shoot.
I think she's figured out she's going to have to shoot.
I think she's figured out she's pretty darn good at it. Alexander, she's trying to calm it down. Oh, the DeKalb fans having none of that. 2:15 to play. 6-point game.
So they're going to play 4 corners on them, and they don't have the speed in there to do anything about it. They're going to have to foul.
And that's who you don't want to foul. You don't want Chloe, and you don't want Jordan to have to foul, but Chloe had to.
And that's her 4th.
That is her 4th, and there's 2:04 left to play. That's a long time.
Yes.
You hate to have to foul that early, especially when it's going to give one of your key players her 4th. Free throw up and good by Alexander. Now she's made 4 in a row. Sets for the second toss. Looking to make it 8 once more. Yes.
And if I'm correct, DeKalb only has 1 timeout left, so they can't afford to call a timeout here because you don't know what's going to happen in a minute 30.
Melton.
And you need it.
Yep, Melton off the mark. Bain's got the basketball. You can't have Van Vranken foul. You can't have Agee foul, although she did her best right there, but a timeout was called for by Cannon County. Or is Cannon saying?
The coach called a timeout. That's why the referee turned his head and he didn't see. But he done blew the whistle, and I think there's a little acting going on. Girls do that for some reason.
Well, 1:47 left to play. It's an 8-point Cannon County lead. DeKalb got up the court in a hurry. Melton, I felt maybe just rushed on the shot just a little bit. I mean, I know time's running out on you, but again, 1:47 is a lot of time.
They have to take good shots. And right now, Brooke is what's hot, so you need to run stuff going to her.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no one else can shoot, but it needs to touch her hands, and she needs to be the one passing it to you for you to shoot it.
Inbound will come to Young. Young's going to be fouled, and it's going to be Melton, I think. Yep. And Melton, that's her third.
This is a good learning opportunity for DeKalb. They have to know how to play offense and defense, and they've got to know when to go foul. That should be Hannah and Summer should be the ones, or Autumn should be the ones fouling. You can't afford your ball handlers and your shooters to. They're playing a little offense and defense right now.
Yep, as AG checks back in and Autumn Crook will sit down. You're exactly right, Kelly. You got your two freshmen out there with limited fouls as the second free throw up good. And now we're back to a 10-point game. You got to feel like DeKalb's got to score on this possession.
Oh my gosh, Brooke was wide open, and I'm not saying don't go to Chloe, but Chloe hasn't had the game Brooke has had as far as shooting.
Shot gets blocked, and Alexander, Melton, now Fuson comes out. They're trying to foul, and they're, oh boy, that hurts. Riley Young from the corner, big shot there for the Lionettes. And it's a 13-point game. Man, that was a big, big shot by Riley Young. Oh. And Jordan Agee, if indeed she has 4, now has 5, and she is done.
Frustration foul.
Yep, indeed. And, yep, that's going to be number 5 on Jordan, who's going to leave the game with 13 points for DeKalb County. And Autumn Crook will return to the court. Abby Alexander steps to the free throw line, and, well, I mean, it ain't all over yet, Kelly, but it's getting very close to that, and you got to feel DeKalb made a nice surge, made a nice run, but just not enough gas in the tank.
In 52 seconds ago, it was a 5-point game, and it just went from a 5-point game. But we didn't make good shot selections down here. Like I said, Brooke was the one that was hot. She just came down the floor and hit 2 shots. The ball should have went to her. I mean, she's making them. Chloe is not getting the calls that she probably should get, but you got to go to who's hot.
Yep, you're right. And in a way, as the foul's going to be on Riley Young here, and Van Branken will step to the line. I feel like Chloe's almost trying to do a little too much at this point. She's going to step to the line. She'll have 2 shots.
And that's hard. She's a senior, and she's wanting to step up, and this is her senior night.
Yeah.
She's wanting to leave it all out there on the floor. It's just not her night.
Yeah. Bain is going to leave out as Schwartz back in for Cannon County. Van Branken's second toss good. She'll get 1 out of 2. And lead at 14, and 50 seconds left in this one. Alexander, wide open is Schwartz for 3, and it's good. Schwartz from the corner, that's her first bucket of the ball game. 70-53. Van Branken pulls up within the free throw line, shot up and good. And it's at 15 with 25 to go. No sense fouling at this point. I don't know that DeKalb is trying, but, well, yep. Tobit's going to come out and commit the foul, and that's just her second.
And again, and there's nothing wrong with Tobit making that foul. That is just, that should have been made at 150.
Yeah.
Not
18 and a half.
seconds. Yeah.
Indeed.
But that's a learning. She's a freshman. She's going to learn from that. Her and Autumn both will learn from that.
Free throw good. Alexander, after going 1 of 5 to start the period from the line, I think she's hit 8 in a row now.
And Coach Alley has given the crowd should be standing up and applauding these girls because that was their senior. She took them out to be recognized, but I don't think people understood that.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think enough people understood it anyway. As the second one is good. And 72-55. Crook in the corner. Barton's going to try a three. No good. Rebound Muse. Tobit hustling up court. And they're just going to hold on and let the final horn sound, and that's your basketball game. The Cannon County Lionettes fought off a late surge by DeKalb County, and they pulled away at the end to win this one 72-55. Your final score. Senior night festivities are coming up. We'll have some final stats and analysis as well, plus the boys game, and we'll have the announcement of our Mallory Finksler, State Farm Insurance Player of the Game. That's all coming up here as you watch DC Blitz coverage of high school basketball presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Mallory Fingsler for your personal price plan today.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance? You want a bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort, the pro in you demands. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Find your big boy mower at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
And we're back to put the wraps on game one of our DC Blitz doubleheader tonight as the Cannon County Lionettes defeat your DeKalb County Lady Tigers 72-55. 10-8 at the end of the first period, but I felt like from the get-go, Kelly, Cannon County established themselves, just established the tempo and controlled it throughout the majority of the ball game. DeKalb got a couple of runs, particularly there in that fourth period, but altogether, all told tonight, I feel like Cannon County really just had their hand on this game from the start.
Alexander made, she was the difference maker. I thought she did a really good job as the point guard of controlling the tempo of the game. She fed the players that she needed to feed, and they hit the shots when they needed to hit open shots. So a good win for Cannon County. They have a couple days off. Now DeKalb has to bounce back tomorrow and be ready for Central Magnet.
Indeed, you turn right back around and you play, now less than 24 hours. Cannon's going to be off until Friday. They travel up to Jamestown to play York Institute. You mentioned Abby Alexander. She started this game hot, had 6 points there in the opening period. She finishes the basketball game with 29. Kelly, she hit 10 consecutive free throws down the stretch in the fourth period. I made this comment while we were at break. Tell me free throws don't matter. I mean, they really mattered tonight.
I said that the very first when Brooke went to the free throw line, I said, you cannot leave free shots out there. Yep. And I was like, you got to score when the clock's not running. And, I mean, she proved right there, you have to be able to make free throws to be a good player, and that's why she's nominated for Miss Basketball.
Absolutely. 29 points, big night for Abby Alexander. 2 players with 20-plus, actually, for Cannon County, as Riley Young had 21. Ellie Bain finishes with 14. Jalen Taylor, 4. Miley Schwartz, 3. And Naomi Muse with a free throw. DeKalb County tonight gets 18 from Brooke Fusen, 15 from Chloe Van Branken, 13 from Jordan Agee, 6 points from Millie Barton, 3 points from Allie Melton. Brooke Fusen continues just to be exceptional offensively, in addition to her great defensive work. A big night tonight, and you said it, down the stretch, it felt like, Chloe maybe was doing a little too much, and they weren't quite looking for Brooke, who really had the hot hand, particularly down the stretch of the basketball game when DeKalb made that nice comeback.
You have to realize, we both know that Chloe is one of the best players on the team and usually can score at will. But tonight was Brooke's night as far as things were going for her. She was not rushing her shot. She made 2 great baskets off the backboard, high off the backboard. Great plays. When kids are doing that right there, you have to recognize that, and you have to feed them until they go cold. And when they go cold, then somebody else has to step on. I would really love to see Allie Melton step up a little bit more. She's done a great job defensively, but I think they need her scoring right now.
Yeah, indeed. As she finishes with only 3 tonight, and again, 72-55 ends up your final scores. DeKalb County will drop to 7-15 overall and lose to Cannon County for the 7th consecutive time. Senior night festivities are getting started here out on the Harold Luna Court as Allie Melton being introduced and brought out with her parents, and we'll kind of recap some of that as we go along as well. But Kelly, tonight, when we look at the Mallory Finksler State Farm Insurance Player of the Game from DeKalb County, it's got to be hands down to me, Brooke Fusen, just with the impact she had.
Yes, most definitely. I thought she came out and played a really good game. I don't know if we're her good luck charm, but she really did come out and have a really good game. Defensively and offensively. She pulled some good rebounds, but her scoring right now is very important to DeKalb.
Yeah, indeed. As 18 points tonight, just 1 off her season high of 19 from earlier this season. So congratulations again to Brooke Fusen, our Mallory Finksler State Farm Insurance Player of the Game. We'll go back down to the court as Chloe Van Branken is being introduced with her parents, and not a whole lot of seniors, both girls, boys, and managers, cheerleaders, just not a whole lot really being recognized tonight, but some years you have oodles of them, and some years just like this, you don't have a whole lot, Kelly.
I think my senior year there was 6 of us, but below us there was only 2. So you just kind of go through those years where you have several, and then sometimes kids, they get into their junior or senior year and they decide they don't want to play anymore.
Right.
And so, playing 4 years is a very big commitment in high school basketball.
There's a lot of basketball left to be played this season, but when you start thinking senior night, you start a little bit projecting ahead. Who's coming back next year? You're not guaranteed that everybody's on the roster is coming back, but if they do, you got a Brooke Fusen as a senior, Lily Young as a senior. Millie and Jordan are just sophomores. They're going to come back with another year under their belt. And you've got Autumn Crook, who, she's earned some court time this year. I think she's got a fantastic shot and a chance to get better there. And some freshmen, Hannah, Emmeline, and Kaylee. Hannah's getting to play more and more. We've seen Emmeline and Kaylee, and of course you hope you get something coming up from the middle school levels as well, as Logan Duke being introduced for the Tigers.
And his mom had to say, "Give me the flowers."
But, I kind of feel good about this Lady Tiger team. It's hard to replace a Chloe Van Branken and the grittiness of an Allie Melton, but you've got potential there.
Oh, yes. And now, granted, there's several girls coming from the middle school. The West School only had 1 girl, and I don't think she has decided to play high school basketball. But the middle school will be sending a few girls. And then there's the 7th grade, I know at the West School and the middle school, is a pretty loaded grade. So hopefully we're going to see an upswing in the next few years in girls basketball.
Hopefully so. And will be, of course.
Hey, we just got announced.
We did just get announced. How about that? As John Hendricks being introduced or as Casey calls him, John Travis.
Yes.
And as John Pryor calls him, Johnny Boy.
Does he know his name?
By the way, he was this year's football MVP for the Tiger football team. John's had a great career at DeKalb County. And he's going to be let's be real. All these kids will be missed. But, John has been a big impact. He's played a lot of sports in 4 years.
He has. And a lot of people don't remember the Hendrickses as much, but his uncle, Ricky, was a really good ball player.
Yeah.
And I think Bradley was a really good athlete.
Yep.
He was a little older than me, so I didn't know him. But, we miss some of these athletes staying within the county. We hope all these kids go off to college and become successful, but they come back to DeKalb County because that's kind of what we're missing. We're not holding our athletic kids.
Yep.
They're kind of going out and not coming back. So we hope all these kids go off and fulfill all the dreams, but do it in DeKalb County.
Please, yes. Stay home and come back home as David Wheeler is being introduced now for the Tiger basketball team. And again, one of only 3 seniors. You got Logan, you got David, and you got John Hendricks, and that's it. As Daniel, our producer's scanning across the court, recognizing our DeKalb County High School seniors on senior night. We're getting ready for boys action. We're going to break away here for just a few moments, and we'll come back and preview Game 2, the Lions and the Tigers. You're watching DeKalb County High School basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Unrivaled service and practical advice from Jeff and Grant James at DeKalb County Insurance. With auto, homeowners, life and annuities, property and liability, Medicare supplement, and business policies available. Receive seriously good insurance with great coverage and prices. DeKalb County Insurance is an independent agency that shops multiple carriers, such as Erie, Allstate, Travelers, State Auto, Progressive, and many more. Call today for a quote. DeKalb County Insurance, 615-597-0660.
Choosing Ignite as your HVAC contractor means choosing a partner who values quality, reliability, and customer satisfaction above all else. Our extensive experience and industry expertise enable us to tackle any project, big or small. We are proud to be a trained comfort specialist, offering top-tier products and services that ensure year-round comfort. With our satisfaction guarantee, you can trust that we will go above and beyond to meet your needs and exceed your expectations. Let Ignite serve your HVAC, electrical, and plumbing needs. 615-597-0100.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Mallory Fingsler for your personal price plan today.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Getting set for Game 2 of tonight's DC Blitz doubleheader between the Lions and the Tigers. These two teams met one another back on December 5th. And Kelly, that night, Coach Vance and I actually went over to Woodbury to watch that game, and Cannon just dominated from opening tip to final horn, 77-45. And the impression I got very quickly that night, this is a good Cannon County team. They're 16-6 coming in tonight. They have lost 3 of their last 4 games. They played Tullahoma on Saturday, which Tullahoma is a AAA team and a highly rated AAA team, and lost pretty one-sided. But to me, that's not something you can look at and judge this Cannon County team. They are good. They're solid. They're well-rounded. And this, again, if you want one more good test before you go back into district battle, this is what the Tigers need tonight.
Last year, I got to come to the DeKalb Cannon County game, and I was very impressed with Coach Nave and how he handled his boys, and he was constantly coaching the whole time, and I think he's done a really good job with these boys. And when you've got kids that can go and play up in play Tullahoma and play some bigger schools, you want to do that to push your kids so that when they hit obstacles later on in the season, because I know them in Smith County, did they split or they only played the one time?
They've only played one time. They'll play again on February 12th.
And so that's going to be a big challenge for them, I feel like, Smith County, because they play a lot of the same way.
Yeah.
But I think, if our boys will come out and compete and we can shoot, we have to be able to shoot the ball. We can't have dumb turnovers. I think we'll be able to stay in the game, but we're going to have to control the tempo. We cannot play run and gun. We have to play a controlled game with them, because if you let them get out and go, there's no way you can keep up with them.
DeKalb County played, again, arguably their best game against Macon County here what felt like an eon ago now. It's been almost 2 weeks, but then had 9 days off. Came back Saturday, played against Watertown. It was an ugly game. And, I mean, some of the same issues we've seen with DeKalb County crop back up again. Just not consistent shooting. Just, turnovers were kind of a factor there. They would have spurts where they look good for a little bit, but, in a tight ball game that I thought they had a good chance of winning. They come out short, not playing their best basketball. Again, we can attribute some of that to the layoff. What you don't want to see is them revert into some of the habits that we were seeing, prior to that Macon County game where they really looked like they had turned a corner.
I would love to see the boys come out with the mindset of, we're going to do this good tonight, whether it be take the ball inside, not have turnovers, pick one thing, because you're going up against a very strong team. Pick one thing that we're going to be really good at tonight and try to hit the mark of, we're not going to have turnovers, we're not going to give up offensive, whatever they pick. Because they're going to have to pick a few things just to focus on in this game, and they can't let the other team get in their head. They cannot let how good Cannon is be in their head. They have to wipe that out. It's 0-0 at the beginning of the game, and they've got to come out and fight.
We're going to see if we can get Coach Vance on the line, as he's been down speaking with both head coaches here prior to the game, and I believe we've got him. Coach Chris Vance joining us from the sideline. I guess you're on the sideline, Coach. We've lost track of you. I think you've just blended amongst the crowd. What are the coaches saying as we get ready for tip-off of this boys game between Cannon County and DeKalb County?
I'm about everywhere. I'm right by Jeremy Hackney, Penny. I was able to talk with Dave, for them game, for them, it's another opportunity to win. Plan the game, go out there for your best. Home game, you talk about a win for DeKalb. You're not momentum, and let them get away from them first game. And I asked about the rivalry. Talk about some of the older folks in Woodbury only come to the county game at that way, and that's really it. Ask about the game again. It's another for win. Coach G is concerned after how about this game tomorrow night. He's going to go for tonight what he's been doing. He's going to seal his zone. First time they played a man. And this is a lot of Coach A's in terms of rivalry. Not so much the player, and it's a chance to get it to you.
All right. I'm not sure what Coach said, but Coach, we're going to have to get you to take your earphones out for our next report because you sound like.
Okay, so Lightning McQueen goes over to Europe, and this person keeps calling, and it sounds just the same as the distorted voice.
Daniel said he thinks if you take the earbuds out, just talking to the phone, it might sound a little bit better. So we'll.
Daniel has seen this movie, haven't you?
Yeah. Daniel's seen this movie too. We'll try Coach back here in just a second here.
I think he's took him out.
Yeah,
so.
I think he. Okay, let's see if we can get him back here now. And maybe we can try that. Now, all right, Coach, how about now? Hey.
Maybe we need to give him my phone.
I can hear you, Tom.
All right, we're still getting the same issue there, Coach. We'll check back with you here in just a little bit and try to get this figured out. But anyway, we appreciate Coach.
I think it's kind of where there's too many people with cell phones
I
in
think
here.
so too. I was just thinking about that. There's a lot of interference going around the gym.
But I would love to hear. He did mention that he got to talk to both coaches, and he asked really good questions, especially if we're not stealing his questions.
Exactly.
So I would love to hear what he has to say that both coaches said, especially like what's Cannon's thought process because they do have till Friday off. What's DeKalb's process because they have to turn around and play tomorrow. I feel like we'll see a lot of both benches just because of the fact that DeKalb plays tomorrow night, and if Cannon gets out on them, I think Coach Nave will play several of his kids.
Cannon County comes in averaging 68.3 points per game, and when you start going down and looking at point totals this year, they put up 79 on Lebanon, 76 against Marion, 72 against Franklin County, 77 on DeKalb the last time they played, 75 on the Central Magnet team that we're going to see tomorrow night. This is a team that can score the basketball, Kelly, and they only give up 55.5 points per game, too, so they're no slouch on defense. They can get out, they can run, and they can put points up in a hurry.
That's why I said DeKalb's going to have to control the tempo. It needs to be a slow-paced game like the girls' game. The girls' game, when it got fast, we did well, and then it kind of got away from us, but because we were in foul trouble. But the boys cannot play that type of game. They are going to have to play a very slow, boring game, and in that, it will rush Cannon to take shots because they're used to scoring really fast.
Yeah.
And so sometimes they rush their shot and stuff. So hopefully DeKalb can control the tempo.
All right, we're getting down close to time as we'll run down starters here for the Cannon County Lions. Starting at guard tonight, a 6'1 senior, number 23, Lucas Phillips. He leads the Cannon County Lions in scoring at 20.2 points per game coming into tonight. They've also got Miles Alexander at point guard, 6-foot sophomore, who averages 18.8 points per game. I mentioned they can score the basketball. Also starting tonight, Anderson Lara, 6-foot junior, averaging 13.6 points per game. He's number 4. Starting will be a 6'5 senior, number 5, Eli Garrett. Eli doesn't score a lot, but he's a 6'5 post presence that's going to give DeKalb County and a lot of teams, they play some nightmares down in the low post. And then at guard, 5'10 sophomore, number 10, Cale Sellers. And they've got some good players off the bench. You got 6'2 junior and Lucas Alford, 6'4 junior Zeke Walkup. Guys coming off the bench, and they're deep. In addition to having a good starting five, they can go 8-9 deep and not lose a whole lot as well.
And I've seen several of these kids on Facebook when Carter Benton goes and does his videoing that he does, and they play a lot. They play a lot in the summer.
Yeah.
This is a team, like I said, Cannon's not known for their football, and they're not known for their baseball. They're known for their basketball.
Absolutely. Jared Nave, an excellent player back in his day, is the head coach, and Jared's a great guy. He's a great coach. Loves Cannon County. He'll be there. If they'll allow him to, he'll be there as long as
But he's going to be somebody like Coach Bond.
Yeah.
The only thing that runs him off is that he gets so worn down from the game.
That's it. That's it. As the lights go down here in the gymnasium, I didn't go over to cap starters because, well, we don't really have them, and I've got a feeling that probably all three seniors will start tonight, which would put David Wheeler in the starting lineup, but we want to check and make sure. Also, Chase Young has not started, did not start against Watertown, did not play against Macon County, and not sure if he's back in the starting lineup or if we will see Hartley Hanna continue to start. We'll know that here very shortly. Well, it won't be Hartley Hanna because he's running out.
Chase is not starting either.
Okay. So, Elliott Barnes, sophomore, averaging 9.8 points per game, will be getting the start tonight. I do believe all three of DeKalb County seniors will be in the lineup. And sophomore number 22, Porter Hancock, will start. Porter's averaging 6.2 points per game. That leaves your other three starters as senior at forward, number 33, David Wheeler. At forward, senior, number 21, Logan Duke, averaging 10.2 points per game, which leads the Tigers. And at guard, senior, John Hendricks, number 10, averaging 6.7 points per game. Joey Agee, the head basketball coach in his fourth season at DeKalb County High School. He also played at his alma mater. Cody Randolph, his assistant coach.
No, I don't think I think Nave is maybe more towards Cody's age than Joey's age. Yep. I remember Nave playing when I refereed. So,
yeah, Nave played probably about 12 years ago or so, I would guess. And again, good basketball player in his time, and has turned out to be a good basketball coach.
Hey, if anybody just noticed, the legend that Jeremy Haas just went over. He keeps the clock for the high school, and then he also runs the Tiger.
Yes.
And he has done that since I was in high school. And, you know, we wouldn't make it around here without people like Jeremy.
No, we would not. Jeremy is as dedicated a DeKalb County sports fan as there is. And I'm not talking about just basketball. You'll see him during the softball season. He'll be running the scoreboard and cheering on the Tigerettes as well. DeKalb County wins the tip. Tigers in home white tonight. Cannon in the road maroon unis. And here we go. And there's David Wheeler, the senior. All three seniors getting a start tonight. And that's not what you want to see from either a senior or from the Tigers in general, as that pass goes sailing out of bounds from John Hendricks. The basketball will go to Cannon County for the first time. The Lions will bring it up with Miles Alexander leading the charge. 6-foot sophomore. They'll fire it outside, and a three is up, and a three is good right out of the gate. Anderson Laura will knock it down from downtown, and Cannon with a quick 3-0 lead.
And see, that's kind of what the girls did. You had to focus on Alexander, and people were doubling down on her and then leave somebody open. And they're very good point guards. Are you serious? That's not a foul.
I always thought tripping was a foul, but I guess not, and it's a backcourt violation. And I think Coach Joey Agee's trying to make that point as well, to no avail. And it will be Cannon County basketball as they'll inbound side court with Lucas Phillips. Cannon working that perimeter. Phillips over on the far side. DeKalb rotating quickly. Back on the wing. Here's another three by Laura, and it won't go, and Wheeler's got the rebound. Wheeler into the front court. Looking for some help now as Heavily guarded out there by Sellers. Now rotated around. Barnes is going to be blocked, and Phillips steps on the end line, which is all that kept Cannon County from taking off and running up court. They were ready to go.
You're going to have to use ball fakes. You're going to have to box out. Like, it's all the little things that your junior high coach screamed at you for all these times is what you're going to have to do against Cannon because they are well coached.
DeKalb rotating the perimeter. Wheeler's going to try a three, won't go. Porter goes up high for the rebound, but it ends up tipped into the hands of Sellers. Here come the Lions. It's a three on the run, won't go. Rebound fought for Hendricks. Porter Hancock down the right-hand side of the court. Hancock being harassed out there by Phillips. We'll give it to Wheeler. Wheeler tries to find Barnes. And then threw it a little behind him there and out of bounds. Another DeKalb County turnover.
2 turnovers, and luckily only 3 points out of it. Let's hope not another 3 points out of this one.
And here come the Lions. Laura Sellers rotates at Phillips. Almost 2 minutes into the opening period. Catch, shoot, 3 ball on the way for Alexander. No good. Wheeler saves it in. Nice hustle. Duke on the move will feed Hancock. Hancock muscles his way around. He's in some trouble. Back outside. Wheeler. That's a 3. That's good. David Wheeler from downtown, and DeKalb County's on the board as we're tied up. Wheeler's not played in a while, by the way, so he's making the most of the opportunity. Comes in and knocks that one down from downtown. Here's Alexander. Gives it away for Laura. Back up top, Sellers. Phillips waiting for him. Will get a screen. Shaken away from Barnes. Now in some trouble. Feeds it back outside Alexander. Alexander pulls up at the elbow. Shot good. Alexander, nice touch. And his 5-3 Lions.
You know, he played in the Best at the West about 5 years ago. And as a 6th grader, he was really good.
He's made the transition to the high school level and is still very good as here he comes with a steal. Will drive it up against Hancock. No good. Hancock got back from some good defense. Phillips blocked but fouled. Maybe Wheeler, and Phillips is going to go to the line for 2 shots. Foul. No, they're going to say number 10. And that is John Hendricks, who picks up first foul of this basketball game, and Phillips to the free throw line. Missed the first. He'll get another. Lions by 2. We're 5 minutes dead even here in the opening period.
And it's been a little bit slower pace of a game.
Set. Shot. Good. Got 1 or 2. 6-3, Cannon County gets the early lead. Going to press a little bit here as Wheeler's going to bring it into the front court. Has Duke turnaround jumper inside the free throw line. Good. Logan Duke's been playing really good of late.
I think Logan has decided I'm a senior and I'm gonna do my thing, and he's not his thing. I shouldn't say it that way, but he's gonna step up and be a leader to this team. He
has indeed done so. He's been playing some good ball of late. Barnes from downtown. Elliott Barnes sinks 1. And we're going to foul here as Alexander goes to the court, and John Hendricks has picked up his 2nd personal foul. I'm going to see Coach Agee go to the bench. Hartley Hanna will get up, and Hendricks will check out. I thought for a moment he was pointing at Porter. And Hendricks will step out with those 2 fouls. DeKalb settles into the 2-3 half-court zone here, and Cannon gets it down to Phillips. Shot up and good. Phillips, little bunny there in the paint. He's got 3, and we're tied up again. Ball in the front court. Hancock picked up by Phillips. Goes to Duke. Duke with the jumper just short. Fighting for the rebound, and tie up. Jump ball. It'll be Cannon County ball. Duke misses, gets in there, and he'll mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, he's very physical. He's got the body size to do that. So one clock says one thing, they're trying to figure out which way the jump ball's going.
Hey, I've been down at that scorer's table. I know how that works.
I'm not saying a word.
That's another thing Jeremy Haas does a good job of, keeping me straight on stuff like that. As a turnover there for Cannon County, and a basketball will go back to the Tigers. Tigers and Lady Tigers back home on Tuesday night. If you're home watching and you can make it out to the game tomorrow night, it's a district game. Murfreesboro Central Magnet will be here. 6 o'clock girls game. Boys action to follow. Not sure if there's a JV or not. Typically with the district games there are. There was one today. Cannon boys JV with a win over DeKalb. Don't remember the final score, but a lot of points were scored. I do remember that. And we'll get a hold foul here going against Cannon County. That'll be called on Garrett. And that's the first foul against the Lions. Hancock up top. Tied up at 8. Duke spins. Shot, no, but a foul. And Logan Duke heads to the free throw line. And for Cannon County, that'll be Cale Sellers picking up his first, team second.
What I have noticed in the past couple of games that we've watched, none of the teams can defend an inside present very well. They just, I don't know that they don't work on it. I don't really know what's going on, but anybody that can establish an inside game and consistently hit that inside shot, you're going to make, go to bank every time.
Duke short. Gets 1 of 2. Tigers leading by a point. Chase Young is into the game for the first time, as David Wheeler, getting some quality minutes to open the game as a senior, will step to the bench as Alexander rattles and misses a 3. Put back, no, but a foul.
And Drew Cook is set to come in. He was going to come in for Duke if he made that other free throw.
And that foul will send Zeke Walkup to the line. Walkup, 6'4" junior, is checked in for the first time. And you're right, as Cook waiting his opportunity as the walk-up free throw. Man, that was like a line drive. Went down and good. Cook is in and Duke is out. You talk about post presence. It seems DeKalb gets a little better when Cook's out there.
Logan does a good job of taking the ball off the dribble. Drew does a really good job of establishing a post present and playing old school post play. Like, just bang it in there and he's going to turn and score on you.
All 3 seniors are out for DeKalb County. Here's Cook down inside. Got it. Little baby hook shot with the left hand, up and good. And Coach Agee is going to get his seniors some rest. Laura with the little shot won't go, and the rebound. Nice save by Young in the Hancock. We've got a young lineup right now out there. Predominantly sophomores, I believe. Is going to be knocked out of bounds by Alexander.
Sophomores and 1 junior.
1 junior. And maybe a look at the future here. What things will kind of look like next year. Of course, with an off-season of improvements, we expect.
And whatever NIL deals.
Yeah. Look at that. Porter Hancock, top of the key from downtown. It's good. And DeKalb County's up 14-10 here. Yeah, got to get that Cruton money.
So here's the thing, though. People don't understand. If you can make shots, they have to inbound the ball. It slows the game down, which is all to DeKalb's advantage. If you're missing shots, taking bad shots, having turnovers, they can run with the ball. And DeKalb is doing a really good job of controlling that right now.
Shot short, but a foul on the baseline there, as this walk-up is fouled by Porter Hancock. Porter gets his first. That's team foul number 4. It says on DeKalb, and I'm missing one somewhere. And now the referee's brief conference here. Okay.
I think the foul was on 15. I don't know what just happened.
Well, they put it up on the board. It's Porter Hancock, but DeKalb County's got the basketball. Yeah, I missed something there. And if we could get Coach's phone to work, we might could find out what was going on. 3 by Hannah is on the way. It will not go, and a rebound taken by Walkup. Lines into the front court with Lucas Phillips leading the charge. Now to Alexander near side. Rotating it around, back Phillips. Phillips up tall, picked away. Nice hands there by Cook. To Hannah. Hannah up, trying to feed it back. It did end up in the hands of Young. Downside and inside to Cook, and that's a foul. Phillips will be whistled for his first. And I've got team foul number 3 here against Cannon County. It will not be in the act of shooting, so it will be inbound by Barnes along the baseline. Just over a minute left in this opening period. DeKalb off to a good start here. Catching, shooting. Barnes won't go. Phillips tracks down the rebound. Phillips, and the ball popped free. It's going to be a foul. Hannah trying to get away with one there. And Hartley Hannah will pick up his first.
Did he reach around behind him?
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah, trying to poke the ball, which he did, but he tapped him in the arm along with, and I don't know what's going on with the fouls.
It's not 5 fouls, it's only 4.
Well, yeah, but 4 was up before that foul, so anyway.
Well, I think it was because they never took Porter's foul off. I don't know.
Anyway.
I'm sure Casey got them all straight down there.
Yeah. You're probably right. Oh, look at that, and a foul walk-up with a big bucket there, and he'll get the contact as well. Foul's going to go on Cook. That's his first, and that will be 5. 5 team fouls, I mean. As Lucas Alford, 6'2 junior for Cannon County, is in for the first time in a basketball game. Giving a breather to Lucas Phillips. Walk up, cannot convert. The 3-point play is the shot off the mark. Tigers leading by 2. 30 seconds to play in the opening period. Young got on the baseline, kicks it back out Barnes. Barnes driving, in traffic, fouled. Now Barnes will go to the free throw line. I believe Alexander, the guilty party, indeed, and that will be his first. Team foul number 4 on Cannon County. Elliott Barnes to the free throw line. Barnes hit a big 3 earlier in the period. Misses the free throw. And if you playing a team like Cannon, you better take every point you can get.
Very much so.
Eyes for the second one. Good. 1 of 2 for Barnes. He's got 4. Final seconds of the opening period. Cannon might opt to try to hold for one final shot, or not. Laura looked like he got smacked in the head after missing the shot. Hartley Hannah the other way.
How is that not a walk? I'm sorry. It looks like a walk.
Yeah.
We're not in Europe. We're in DeKalb County. It's not.
And I don't see LeBron James anywhere in the building.
I really wish they would have just ixnayed that right away, and you wouldn't have this mess that we have now.
Alexander at the buzzer. Oh, they're going to call that a 3. He was over the line. He was over the line, but they say that's a 3-pointer.
No, they say it's a 2.
2? Okay.
They changed it.
All right. Well, I started to say the one official motion 3 to start with.
So in that, you have to give it to you give it that it's scored, but the following official is the one that counts the basket. And so I think that's what he was meaning more than a 3. He was meant to point at him.
All right. 15-14 into first. This is Tiger Basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Bad Boy Mowers is giving back to all those that risk their lives to protect and defend our nation. Our Bad Boys of America Zero Turns for Our Heroes program is available for a limited time at Bad Boys Nationwide Dealer Network. Qualified buyers, that's veterans, active duty military, first responders, EMTs, firefighters, and law enforcement, receive up to 25% off MSRP on all Bad Boy Mower models. And some really cool Bad Boy Mower swag. Find your big boy mower at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at southernlandscapesupply.com.
15-14, DeKalb County with the lead at the end of the first period. T-shirts go flying around the gym, and I
caught one last time.
I just always expect one will hit me upside the head before
I'll protect you. Remember, like at the softball game?
Yes, at the softball game. Yeah, I know. My hero.
Hopefully I'll get to do one of those games with you.
You could do one of the games while you're coaching.
No, absolutely not. I would like to keep, no, I wouldn't say anything appropriate, but I'd just like keeping my job.
Chase Young shot in and out, no, but he gets his own rebound. Hey, it's going to be spring sports before you know it. We'll be putting some schedules out here soon on the Blitz page, Facebook page, and get ready for baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, everything that spring sports is all about. I'm excited. Warm weather, bring it on.
We're hoping for warm weather too, trust me.
Look at that. Up under, little windmill there by Chase Young, and that's his first bucket of the ball game. Tigers by 3.
I love how Alexander can just change gears. He lulls you in, and then he just takes off right past you.
And then come right back with Anderson Lara just firing a 3 in the corner, and Cannon, just like that, has tied it up at 17. Just a minute into this second period. Been a tight ball game throughout. DeKalb County came here to play against this good Cannon County team tonight. Cannon may be battling a little bit of fatigue. Again, third game in 4 nights. Duke's got to be careful here. Pivot, pivot, pivot. He might have got away with 3 seconds, to be honest, and comes up with a big bucket there. We'll take it, 19-17, but he was in paint there for a while. 6.5 minutes and counting here in the second period. DeKalb County back up a deuce. Cannon's going to back up, let Alexander just
I would let him stand there. You got the 2-point lead.
Yep.
You're not fouling. You're not running yourself out of energy.
Phillips.
That's not what they're used to doing.
Alexander for 3. It's good. Showing some range. He was way back there on that one. And Cannon County shoots out front here 20-19. Barnes going to drive in there. Goes up with the left, won't go. Rebound. Duke with a putback. Oh, got in the right spot there, and easy putback for Duke. Alexander fouled.
I don't think it was. No.
Cook.
I don't know how he held because he had 2 hands up in the air, but okay.
John Hendricks has returned for DeKalb County as Elliott Barnes is going to get a breather. Cannon County's number 10, Cale Sellers, has also returned to the game. Anderson Lara will inbound it from the baseline. Tigers by 1, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
That was, I'm sure Alexander would say that was a pass.
Yeah.
Lara ended up with it. Back out to Alexander. Rotates it down low and back out quickly. Here comes Sellers. Sellers was trying to feed Garrett, and Garrett didn't cut toward the basket. But DeKalb County, maybe Hendricks, tipped it on the way out of bounds, as it will be line ball. Brings it into Lara on the wing, and we get a whistle, and he stepped out of bounds.
You know, I've watched like 2 college games over this break, and I saw them step out of bounds. I'm like, y'all don't know where the out of bounds is? I mean,
yeah, at that level, you should never see that, right?
You wouldn't think, but it was one of them was the Duke and Louisville game, and he walked all out of bounds, and I'm like, dude, I mean.
Chase Young. Cook rotates it. Hartley Hanna for 3. Hanna buries it. Hartley Hanna with his first bucket of the ball game. Tigers have nailed 4 threes. They lead by 4. 24-20. And that's a walk.
Hey, when you see somebody like Drew coming at you, you're going to stutter step a little bit. I'm sorry. He's a big kid.
He is. Phillips didn't like the call. Of course, he didn't like the last thing he got whistled for, which I think was a foul. So officials are always wrong, right, Kelly?
Yes.
Cook around to Hanna. Hanna for another 3, though, just off the mark there. Phillips with a rebound. Here come the Lions. Phillips going to go all the way and lay it up and in good. Lucas Phillips, he's got 5. And the Tiger lead at 2. Good basketball game so far. Back out Duke from Young. Duke, 15-footer, won't go. Rebound by Lara. Lara will lead Cannon. Cannon likes to run. They can run all night long, and they will take this one and drive it in. Lara.
That's not what DeKalb needs to do.
And Joey Agee's wanting a 30-second timeout here. We'll call one with 4:18 left to play. And I think a good timeout, too. Again, He don't want Cannon to get to running. That's, like you say, that's not DeKalb's game.
Well, they've been able to come in. They've subbed in 2 or 3 different people. They have, and which DeKalb has too. But when DeKalb does it, sometimes it takes some of their better players out. Cannon seems to be replacing with the same that they just took out. So you can't get into a running game and you can't get into foul trouble.
Absolutely. We're tied at 24. Coach is down there. Let's see if we can get Coach. Let's see if he doesn't sound like a...
He's listening in on that timeout.
Yeah, let's see if he doesn't sound like a monster this time. We're going to try one more time as we'll head down to... I think we see... Coach, are you there?
You better.
No, it's no better, Coach. You sound like one of the Monstars from Space Jam. I don't know. We may have to get you up here at halftime, Coach, and get all the dirt that you've accumulated. As there's a 3 up. Who was it, Kelly? I was
John Hendricks. John Boy, John Travis.
Whatever you want to call him, John Hendricks with his first bucket.
Good move.
Of the ball game. And, well, I missed that one, too.
That was Alexander.
I was trying to get the technical difficulties ironed out here. And here's Hendricks. Hendricks up top, Duke on around to Hartley Hanna. Hanna up top to Cook. 1-point game. DeKalb County clinging to the lead. Hendricks comes up under, shot no, but a foul. Karam's off the backboard. And foul will go against Anderson Lara, and that's going to be his first. I'm going to rule that was on the floor prior to the shot, so no free throws coming up here.
Lord have mercy.
Duke with the basketball up top. Well, why not? Let's just shoot 3. Why not? Won't go just a little bit short. And rebound pulled up by Phillips. Phillips gets in some traffic, feeds it outside. Sellers for 3. No. Duke with a rebound. Duke pushing the action for DeKalb County. Young, he'll hit the baseline. Leaves it off for
pass.
Duke. Oh, beautiful pass. Beautiful. And Logan Duke with 9 points. And foul there, Laura. Laura sold that a little bit too, I think, but some contact there, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul goes against DeKalb County. That's Duke. That's his first of the basketball game. Anderson Lara, 6-foot junior, steps up to the free throw line, averaging 13.6 points per game coming into tonight's action. Buries the first one. He's got 9 points so far. David Wheeler's returning to the court as Duke will get a breather. After picking up that foul. Second shot, good. And now Laura's going to check out as Lucas Alford back into the game for Cannon County. Tigers hold on to that 1-point lead, Kelly. They've kept it about 1, 2, 3, somewhere just about most of the way.
Doesn't matter at the end of the game. If you're up 1, you win.
Yep. Young in the front court. Feeds it off Hendricks, working against the 2-3 zone of Cannon County. Hanna down low. Cook gets a double team. He's going to be fouled. Maybe some body action there as Walkup went up and got a lot of basketball, but I think maybe he just bodied up with Cook, and will send Drew to the free throw line for 2 shots. First foul on Walkup. Barnes gets up to the scorer's table. He's ready to check back in. Cook, swish. He's got 3. Porter Hancock also back in. Chase Young's going to sit down. Hartley Hanna will come out. Sellers out for Cannon County. Free throw good. Cook got them both.
Drew was always a good free throw shooter for me at the West School.
Yeah. 31-28. Was he that tall, though?
No, but he was much taller than the other kids. I mean, him and Porter were very much, I kept on getting, are they in the right grade? And I'm like, yeah, they are. I wish they were staying back another year.
Shot off mark. Here's Wheeler bringing it up court. Wheeler skips it down to Cook. Cook trying to pass it off down inside to Barnes, intercepted. Here comes Alexander. Alexander spinning in the paint, turns around, shot up good. He's almost automatic when he gets that close. You give him a little breathing room. 31-30, back to a 1-point Tiger lead.
He's put in the time. I mean, he's put in a lot of time shooting. You can just tell by his form, his footwork.
Down low to Cook. Feeds Barnes. Barnes, yes, little floater up and good. Elliott Barnes. Barnes has 6 points, and the Tigers clinging to a 3-point lead here, 33-30. Cannon with the ball to Phillips. Phillips gets a screen, drives in. There's big Drew Cook. He says, no, thank you. I'm fired back out.
That's huge, though. If you can affect somebody's shot and make them have to go outside, I mean, that helps. It's like having 2 defenders.
Under a minute left until the half. Alexander pulls up at the elbow, shot short. Oh, my.
Oh, that's a walk.
Yeah, and that's a hard hit. As we will see Laura back in, and that's Alford who took that shot on the floor. Walkup's also going to check out as Sellers returns to the court. DeKalb County gets the ball for the last 45, well, with 45 seconds. We'll say the last. Don't know how big of a hurry they'll be in here.
Oh, gosh.
Hancock.
That has to be, I was going to be like, that has to be a foul. Ooh.
Yeah, Cook getting abused out there just a little bit, and that foul should go against number 5, Garrett, and does, and that's 2 on Garrett. Garrett's the first Lion to get 2.
I love it. Drew turns around. He's like, I'm good. Like, just don't do anything stupid.
Skips it in. Oh, Wheeler's shot's going to be blocked. Here come the Lions. Garrett will feed it off Phillips. Phillips has a look from 3. No. Rebound Garrett. Garrett put back. No. Rebound. Who's got it? Porter's got it. Up ahead. Barnes skips it. Hendricks, baseline, foul.
Oh.
Offensive foul. And that's 3 on John Hendricks.
Oh. They're going to have to clean that one up, or that's going to end up being.
Hendricks will come out with that 3rd foul. Tiger fans didn't like it. That's got the student section going now. 7 seconds. Got to hurry. 3 on the way is no good by Laura. Alexander at the horn. No. And that's the end of the first half. An exciting first half of basketball between the DeKalb County Tigers and the Cannon County Lions. At the half, your score. It's DeKalb County 33, Cannon County 30. Halftime stats, analysis, and more coming up. You're watching Tiger Basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Tennessee Fleet offers a wide range of specialized services, from vinyl graphics to car audio installations, custom wheel and tire sales, and aftermarket auto equipment. As a locally owned business, we pride ourselves on delivering personalized service and maintaining a strong connection with our community. Our streamlined appointment process and professional approach ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards. We are here to meet your needs efficiently and effectively. Tennessee Fleet, 615-597-6287.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-733.
It's halftime at Harold Luna Court at the DCHS Gymnasium with the DeKalb County Tigers holding on to a 33-30 lead over the Cannon County Lions. Coach, we've been trying our best to talk to you, and you've just sounded like, I don't know, it just our connection just wasn't good. But give us some of the scoop of what you were hearing along the sidelines there in the first half of this ball game.
We'll figure this out. I had a chance to talk with both coaches before the game. The big thing for Coach Nave in Cannon County was momentum.
Yeah.
It's a home game for DeKalb County. They shoot better at home than they do on the road. It's senior night and the momentum, and obviously DeKalb carried that in the first half. They carried that momentum, the crowd behind them, and they're up by 3. On the other side, Coach Agee's worried about legs.
Yeah.
And we talked early in the season where he was going to shuffle a lot of guys in, a lot out, 4 or 5 at a time. He got away from that a little bit. He said coming in tonight he was going to have to do more of that. He was going to have to go deeper into his bench because he has a district game tomorrow night. He's worried about legs. He's worried about stamina. He's worried about injury.
Yeah.
So he knew he had to play more guys. What little I've been able to catch in the huddle has just been X's and O's from Cannon County side. On the DeKalb side, it's make sure that you're staying with what we're doing, staying with what we're working, and take a good open shot when you have it.
And they've had those open looks in the first half. DeKalb has, and they've made some tough shots along with that. But give Cannon County credit. They keep trying to push the tempo, which I think they want to do. But DeKalb's not really allowed them a lot of opportunity to really get that up and down game that I think would greatly benefit them if they can get it going.
At Woodbury, on purpose for the most part, Coach Agee played mostly man-to-man. He said over the stretch past couple of weeks, they've played a lot of man-to-man because it's either you're going to learn how to play defense, you're going to be by 40 every game.
Yeah.
He came in tonight knowing that they were going to go to the zone. I think it looks more like a 2-3. I know early they talked about running a 3-2, but they have been running dominant zone, and they're running this half-court trap that's really slowing down the tempo and the pace, and it's playing in DeKalb's favor.
Is it frustrating, Cannon, from what you can see in any way, just because they do like to get up and down the court? Or look at it from the other side. This is Cannon's 3rd game in 4 nights. Are they a little bit fatigued, and maybe running is not exactly how they want to get things done tonight?
It could be that. Cale Sellers is I would say he's like new to the starting lineup. Talented sophomore, can run up and down the floor. I don't know how much of a scoring threat he is, but he's going to get after it. You bring in Levi Hatfield. At times he started in place of him tonight. Long, lanky. He's got that wingspan. Again, not a real scoring threat. Cannon likes to run and get up and down the floor. I saw towards the end of the first half that Alexander looked a little tired. He kind of paused at the logo before he brought it back in. A lot of energy. He's barely come out of the ball game.
Absolutely. So far in the first half, he's played a lot of minutes. Lucas Phillips has played a lot of minutes. Anderson Lars played a lot of minutes. In fact, I think they've only brought 2 subs in off the bench. Unless I missed one somewhere along the way, Walkup and Alford have come in off the bench to play.
Hatfield
did play. I missed him somewhere along the way there. But for DeKalb County, Coach Agee's gone 8 deep. And, we've not seen 9-10 yet, but we could in the second half, depending on how things play out, because, as you mentioned, that district game tomorrow night, yeah, you'd love to beat your border rival, no doubt, but the district games are what matters most.
Well, you start looking at how frequently Coach Agee's making the changes. He's not letting people go 6-7 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 2 or 3 minutes, and we're getting somebody in for you. They've done a really good job. They've hit some important threes. They've gone after the boards, and the defense has been much better in the zone than it was in the man at Woodbury.
33-30 is your score at the half. Looking at scoring at the half for Cannon County, Zeke Walkup has 4 points. Lucas Phillips has 5 points. Miles Alexander Well, let's first Anderson Laura with 10 points, and then Miles Alexander leading the Lions with 11 points at the half. Flip it over to the DeKalb County side. Chase Young with 2 points at the half. I'm just going to go down the list here. John Hendricks with 3. David Wheeler's got 3. Porter Hancock's got 3. Hartley Hanna's got 3. Drew Cook's got 4 points. And leading the Tigers at the half with 9 points, Logan Duke. And Kelly, good first half for DeKalb County. As Coach mentioned, trying to keep players fresh. Coach Agee getting guys, working them in and out of the lineup throughout the first half. But they kind of maintained their game plan, and I think taking Cannon out of theirs.
Yes, I think, like I said at the beginning, if we could play a slower game and not let Cannon run, which we did that by making shots. If we don't make shots, then they can run. But if we make the shots, if we take good shots, don't turn the ball over, we can slow them down and they're not getting out in transition.
All right, 33-30 is the score at the half. We'll come back with second half action between the Tigers and the Lions from DeKalb County High School in Smithville. This is Tiger Basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Mallory Fingsler for your personal price plan today.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Bad Boy Tractors.
Getting set for the second half here at the DCHS Gymnasium. DeKalb County leading Cannon County 33-30. Just to throw something at you, Kelly. Cannon County, the longest win streak they've ever had in this series is 5 games. If they win tonight, that would be 5 in a row. They've never won more than 5 games in a row in this series. Now, DeKalb County's won 8 games in a row in this series twice. If you want to talk about rivalry, you go back to 1971. DeKalb County and Cannon County have met 114 times, and DeKalb County owns a 64-50 advantage. But the games have been pretty even. DeKalb scores 59.2 points per game. Cannon scores 57.6 points per game. Nobody's really dominated in one side or the other. It's really been a rivalry over the years.
And it probably has more in the boys than the girls, but those are some pretty cool stats that they don't. And it's a testament to the kids, how they play. They know each other so well. And kids didn't know each other as well when I was in school. I mean, we knew kids, but these kids go play AAU together all summer. And so it's been a great game. I've just been happy to watch it.
It has been that, and we'll see what adjustments each team has made starting the second half. Cannon County with the basketball. Back out top, Alexander. Trying to feed it down low to Garrett, and too hot, too heavy, and out of bounds as it caroms off the fingertips of Garrett. DeKalb County will get their first possession of half number 2, leading by 3. Cannon looks like they're wanting to press here a bit. Hancock will get the ball into the front court. Guarded there by Phillips as he gets down in the near corner. In some trouble drawing a double team. Needs somebody to help him out. Gets it out Wheeler now to Hendricks. Duke got his defender in the air, drives in. Oh, it won't go. Rolled around the rim, just wouldn't go down, and here come the Lions with Phillips. Phillips from the left side, shot, yes, up over Duke is good. And Phillips now with 7 points. Lead down to a point. 1 minute into this third period. Barnes with the basketball. He's going to pull up, launch a three, no. Hancock with a big time rebound, and he lost his footing. Did he get a timeout?
Yes.
He got a timeout. Coach Agee was right on top of that. He's going to get a 30-second timeout. I never thought he got that and would get that in time as Hancock got the ball and went rolling there, but DeKalb will hold on to possession of the basketball.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't think you could do that anymore, but they changed these rules about timeout like every other year. So I guess now you can be falling out of bounds and
I
call
guess
one.
so. And hey, we'll take it. DeKalb will have the basketball. Again, Tigers and Lady Tigers back home Tuesday night. Central. I want to say Central Middle now. I had to go and say that earlier as a joke. And
just call them Central Middle. It's okay.
Central Magnet will be in town tomorrow night.
If you call them that, they'll get mad, and then they'll like be on our Facebook page. There's more publicity for us.
I'm not Casey Midget.
You got to enter your Casey here.
I am not Casey. I let him be the antagonist of our group. Hancock, he's got his pocket picked, and
he picked it back. I don't know.
Barnes comes out of there with it. Sellers lost the handle. Barnes picked it up. Barnes, Duke, he wanted that shot. We'll pass on it. We'll drive, and what? We got a foul. Got a foul on the floor, and it's going to go against Garrett. That's his third, if my count is correct. That is his third, and team foul number 1 this quarter. And it's going to bring Walkup in, and Garrett out. To me, the two posts, Walkup's the more physical of the two. As the ball comes into Duke. Both of them, though, with their size, certainly give DeKalb County some issues. Hendricks, near side. Pull-up jumper, good. Pull that up 10 foot off the baseline, and John Hendricks with his 5th point of the night.
I would really love to see John step up and be more of a scoring presence. I know he struggled shooting the ball, but that was a great shot. We need more of that out of him.
He's not been a big-time scorer for the Tigers this season. He gives them a whole lot of leadership on the court. That's something Coach Agee has talked about. How is that not a travel?
Well, I think he let go of the ball.
Okay.
I don't know. I couldn't see once he fell down. It was a great job on Logan Duke's part to get his hand in there.
Yep. Well, it'll be a jump ball is what they'll finally rule, and it'll be Tiger basketball. And
he stepped out of bounds.
Yep. It will be cannonball as Hancock stepped on the sideline. Another one of them stepped out of bounds penalties. Seen a few of those tonight. Alexander off of the far side. Laura back up top. Alexander feeds it Sellers. Quick pass down low to Walkup. Walkup, no, but a foul. And that's going to be Duke. Logan Duke picking up his 2nd. That guy really gets into officiating.
Yes, I've worked. I can't remember if he's worked some of my games or if I've worked with him like right when I first quit refereeing. I don't know. I can't remember his name though.
Free throw no good on the first one by Walkup. He'll get another. Tigers still clinging that 3-point lead. Second shot, good. 1-2. And a lead at 2 at 35-33. 5:27 and counting here in the third period. Hancock working against Phillips here. Skips it, Duke. Duke going to bank it in good. Duke's got 11. And the Tiger lead at 4. County carrying this lead on into the second half here. 5 minutes left in the third. There's a 3 up and good. That's Alexander. What you don't want if you're DeKalb County is for number 11 to get hot.
Yeah, he already is he's made several.
Yeah, he's got 14, and it's a quiet 14, but
and he's not going to let his sister outdo him tonight.
well, he's got a little ways to go to get 29. If you tuned in late, shame on you. We're not going to tell you what happened earlier.
Go back and watch.
Go back and watch. Now the Lionettes won first game. Abby Alexander with 29 for the Lionettes. Hancock will feed Wheeler in the corner for 3. It won't go. Rebound by Walkup. Laura will bring it up. Tigers clinging to a 1-point lead. Cannon's not had the lead in a while. They're not going to get it here. Take away by Barnes. Barnes against Alexander. Pushes it up court to Hancock. Hancock has Duke up top. Round to Barnes. Barnes bending and contorting and everything, and ended up losing the ball, and out ahead to Laura. Laura's going to take it for the layup, good, and now Cannon has the lead. First lead of the second half at 38-37. It has been a while. DeKalb, in fact, led at the end of the first period and held the 3-point lead at the half. Ball's out of bounds, will stay with the Tigers here. 3:43 to play. Mentioned the game tomorrow night. DeKalb County also will be in action on Friday night. They'll travel up to Lafayette to take on Macon
Casey's
County.
going with them.
I think he is. I think Casey is looking forward to making that drive up to Macon County. Of course, we'll have DC Blitz coming up Saturday morning as the takeaway here. Laura with the steal. Laura out ahead to Alexander. He'll take it, drives it in good. And, well, how long before Coach Agee calls timeout? Takeaway. Sellers gets it. Alexander has it. Alexander looks, drives from left side up, good. 7 this quarter, 18 for the ball game. Full timeout DeKalb County. Lions have a 5-point lead. 3:09 left in the third. This is DeKalb County Tiger basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Care makes for better banking. It's what turns transactions into trust and customers into neighbors. At Wellworth Bank, we see the people behind the numbers, the families building futures, the dreamers starting new journeys. We believe care should come standard because you're worth it. You always have been. Wellworth Bank. Care in common.
All right,
3:09 left to play in the third period. 42-37 is the score. Is Cannon County. Bit of a run here, Kelly. I think about a 9-0 run, if I'm not mistaken, as they were down 37-33, and
it's those turnovers.
Yeah.
It lets them run, and that's I said from the beginning, you can't let that happen. And
Miles Alexander starting to warm up. He's got 7 points in the quarter, again 18 for the basketball game. And the Tigers, after the timeout, good timeout for Coach Agee. Needed something there to kind of settle his team back down. Chase Young with the basketball. Young cross-court Barnes. Barnes up top Duke. Duke feeds it out to Young. Skips it down low to Duke. Duke turning, pumping, shot good. Logan Duke.
I love how he takes his time.
Very patient there.
He might have walked.
Phillips for 3. It's up and good. Cannon just like that, right back down. And Cannon County is going to get a 30-second timeout here.
And Coach Nave is trying to fire these boys up and get them going.
45-39. Well, you know what? I don't blame him here because, you've got this run going. I mean, it's 12-2 run. And you kind of feel like, there's still a whole quarter left to go, obviously, but you want to carry as much momentum in as you can in that fourth quarter and just kind of, I don't know if you could deliver the knockout punch here, Kelly, but you've kind of got your game going a bit.
I think he wants to do that he probably would like to see some more of his bench play just to see what he can put in later on in the season.
Yeah.
But, it's a good test of of what they're made of. Can they come in and take over a game?
Working against the press, they get it up court to Duke. Hendricks is all alone in the corner, short. Young gets it off the tip by Duke, and we get a foul inside. It looks like it's going against Walkup. And it will be, well, did it call 10? Okay, so it's Sellers and not Walkup. Saw it earlier. Look, one player looked like they were guilty, and it ended up being another player. So 2 on Sellers. Long inbound to the backcourt to Hendricks. Tigers need to snap out this funk here. Close out this period, and we're going to get a foul.
That's going to be on Walkup.
Yep. And that's going to be his second. DeKalb County will hold possession there, trying to run right through Drew Cook. And that's got to be a pretty physical battle down there. Just looking at them 2 young men with their size. Hannah off the mark with a 3. Rebound taken by Sellers. Here comes Laura. Laura up the court. We'll skip it to Phillips. He wants a 3. Good. That is his second of the quarter. He's got 8 in this quarter. 13 for the ball game for Phillips, and Cannon leads by 9. There's a foul. Trying to go for the steal there, Alexander, and he gets his second. Well, the lines have turned it on for sure. Looking at a 15-2 run over about the last 2.5 minutes. And they have turned a 4-point deficit into a 9-point advantage. Barnes with the basketball, has Young. Young fronted by Laura. Young lost it, but Laura helped, and in fact tapped it away, and it will stay with the DeKalb County Tigers. Hendricks looks to inbound. Cook will come out and take it near midcourt. Cook's going to handle the ball. He'll take things over from the point. He gives it off to Hannah. Hannah, pass intended for Barnes, intercepted by Laura. Kanek will go up double digits here.
No, he got him before the foul. He got him before the shot.
And so it will be a non-shooting. As the foul goes against Chase Young.
That was a smart foul. Saved 2 points.
Yep. And no free throws, as we will see Levi Hatfield check into the basketball game. Ball comes in. Alexander catching from the corner. Shot just short.
Oh, good tip.
Walkup keeps it alive out to Phillips. Won't go, and Cook goes up and gets it. And now Cook's going to be fouled. And it looks to be Walkup again, and that would be 3. And indeed, it will be 3 on Walkup. Garrett's on the bench with 3. That's your 2 primary post players for Cannon County.
And DeKalb gets to go shoot 2.
Indeed, as Drew Cook will step down to the free throw line. He's 2 of 2 from the charity stripe, 4 points total on the night. He'll shoot him here. Trying to cut into this 9-point line lead. Shot up good. Cook will get another. Walkup's going to sit. Now Garrett's going to come back with his 3 fouls. So Garrett and Walkup going to have to deal with those fouls here for the remainder of this basketball game. Second one good. 7-point Cannon County lead. Nearing 1 minute left in the third period. Alexander in the front court, Laura. Laura quick pass Phillips. Phillips, going to be a bump and a foul. That's going to be Cook. And Drew Cook now gets his 3rd foul. Everybody's just getting a 3rd foul.
You get a foul. You get a foul. It's like Oprah's giveaway.
Phillips up top. We've gone under a minute left in this 3rd. Alexander. Laura will drive the baseline. Comes up under shot. Yes, and a foul. That's a big one. 14 for Anderson Laura, and that's foul number 4 on Drew Cook. Well, he looked over Coach Agee. Agee It's kind of motion, just wait. And we see Duke up. Duke may be about to check in. Free throw's no good, and Cook will get the rebound. Drew's got to be careful, though, until he does get a chance to sub out. Three by Hartley Hannah's good. Oh, the Tigers needed it. 50-44, cuts it back to a two-possession ball game. Phillips trying to answer, does. Right back, and that's his third three of the period. He's got 11 in this quarter alone.
Shoot it, Drew. You can make that.
9-point game. He says, okay, Miss Kelly. It's short.
Not then. He took dribbles.
Young in traffic. Fouled. He'll go to the line.
There's a thing called shooting in rhythm, and he was not in rhythm after he took 2 dribbles.
Yep. Anderson Laura with his second foul. Chase Young to the free throw line. Young's first trip to the line tonight. He has 2 points. Free throw good. He'll get another. Cook's going to check out for the remainder of this period. And he's got those fouls to deal with. Second one on the way. Good. Got them both. Final 10 seconds of the third period. Ball up ahead to Laura. Laura's going to drive. Got Duke up in the air. Shot no, but a foul. And if that's Logan Duke, and it very likely is, that's his third. That puts Anderson Laura at the free throw line with 5.7 seconds left. Shot's up good. He'll get another. Cannon roared to life here in this third period. Tigers led 37-33 at 1 point. Since then, it's been 21-9, Cannon County. They have an 8-point lead, looking to stretch it to 9. And do. Laura with 6 points in the period, 16 for the ball game. Young at the horn, won't go, and we played 3 in Smithville. Cannon County on top of DeKalb County 55-46. This is Tiger Basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Home Services' commitment to excellence is reflected in every aspect of our work, from initial consultation to project completion. We offer a wide range of services, including gravel, topsoil, fill dirt, and sand delivery, as well as comprehensive septic tank services. Whether you're preparing a site for construction, enhancing your landscape, or addressing septic system issues, Home Services is here to provide efficient, professional solutions. Put us to work for you. Home Services, 615-597-6287.
Well, remember we talked early in the game about how Cannon County could score a lot of points. Kelly, they put up 25 in that third period, outscored DeKalb County 25-13. And what was a 3-point Tiger lead at the half is a 9-point Cannon County lead heading into the fourth period. What do you see change, the biggest change there in that third quarter?
Turnovers. We didn't take care of the ball. We had 4 or 5 turnovers that they scored off of, and that's the difference in the game. You can't let a team like Cannon, they have a point guard that is very good at drawing attention to himself and dishing it out, and the guys that he dishes it out to are making the shots. So we just got to control the turnovers.
You got Phillips, who's got 16. You talked about Alexander being kind of that catalyst. He's got 18, now going for 20. He doesn't get it there, and Duke's got the rebound. Then you got Laura, who's got 16 points in the ballgame. They have been the primary scorers, those 3, all in double figures. Alexander with a steal. One-on-one with Porter Hancock, scores, and the foul. And that's 20 for Alexander. Porter Hancock will get his second foul. And to the line goes Alexander to try to complete a 3-point play. Alexander set to go. Lead now to double digits, looking for 12 and has it. Shot up and good. 58-46, 7:37 left to go. Hancock will bring it up the court. There's Phillips. Gets down to the baseline, pass look for Duke, picked off by Sellers. Great passing, and Laura flips it up and in good. The wheels on the bus are falling off. 60 to 46. Hancock, 10-footer won't go. Rebound by Garrett. Cannon running. They're in rhythm.
That's a walk.
Three, travel wouldn't count it anyway, and it'll be DeKalb County ball. Tiger ball with 7:02 left to play, and boy, has this game turned in the last quarter. The Lions in control certainly here, looking to win their 17th ball game of the year. And Porter Hancock fouled on the reach around there by Phillips. Phillips gets his second.
And it always just tickles me to death that these kids are like, I didn't foul. And I'm like, really? In the middle of the floor?
It's never a foul. Ever.
I guess.
Ball in the backcourt to Hannah. Hannah up ahead to Barnes. Barnes looks for, finds Duke. Duke spinning, trouble. That's a foul or a walk or something. Basket will not count. And the foul's going to go against Garrett. That's going to be his fourth. Garrett's got 4. Walk up is up.
And he's back down.
Ball comes into Hancock. Working against Phillips. Trying to skip it to Duke. Lost it again. Turnover. Laura fouled.
We already have 3 fouls a minute and a half into this. They're going to shoot free throws, and they're going to make them, so we've got to. No, sorry, it's only 2.
Foul going against Hartley Hannah, his second.
It's not a bad foul.
Alexander on the inbound play. Cross court, Anderson Laura, fronted there by Hartley Hannah. Under 6.5 left. Laura gets in some trouble in the paint there. Going to have to get it out. Finds Alexander. Oh, he wants to shoot that. Flips it down underneath to Garrett. Shot won't go, and a rebound by Duke. Hancock, if the Tigers have a run left in them, they need to start it about right now. Duke out to Hendricks. Hendricks inside the free throw line. Jumper won't go. Hancock fighting for it, but it ends up in the hands of Phillips. Out to Alexander. Drive, no, but a foul. And Alexander to the line for 2 shots. John Hendricks is frustrated. And now the officials are going to chat here. I don't know what they chatted about. Hendricks gets his 4th foul, and Alexander goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. John certainly was not happy coming out of that exchange. And he's having a talk with the official. Alexander to shoot 2. 5:51 left to play, and Cannon County trying to add to their lead. Oh, he missed one.
His sister is a better free throw shooter.
And now, to be fair, she missed like 4 in a row before she hit 10 in a row.
Yeah, but she hit those 10 in a row in the 4th quarter.
Second one good. He's 2 of 3 from the line tonight. And the lead is 15 for the Lions. Duke to Hannah. Hannah's going to feed it down low. Duke working against Garrett. Garrett's got 4 fouls. Garrett's got 5 fouls as he will pick that up there. And Eli Garrett will foul out with 0 points. That's going to bring Logan Duke up to the free throw line. We'll likely see Walkup back in the basketball game. And so Duke will step up. By the way, the Tigers have not scored this quarter.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at your score sheet to see that.
2:23 into the period. And Duke will change that as free throw up and good. He's got 14. David Wheeler checking back in as Barnes sits, and looks like Cook is going to also return to the game. Second one up good. Duke gets them both. And Duke's going to check out, and Have we seen the last of those two seniors? That'll be the question, and John Duke remains out there, the third senior on this Tiger team. 13-point game, under 5.5 left to go. Passman gets it around to Walkup. Walkup's pass knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Cannon County. Wheeler and Cook both in the vicinity there. And Laura will inbound along the baseline. Lobs it in to Walkup. Walkup working against Cook. Cook's got a lot. I think he's got 4 as well. Shot's no good. Cook does have 4. Wheeler feeds it off to Hancock. Hancock skipping it down low to Cook. Cook fouled on the reach in there by Alexander. That's his 3rd. Well, we're still not, nobody's yet to the bonus yet, Kelly, but we're getting close.
Yeah, but there's 5 minutes left in the game. Lord have mercy.
I know. Hendricks on the wing. Turnaround jumper by Hendricks won't go. Rebound Alexander. And I just almost feel these two teams are about going through the motions at this point.
Yeah.
As that foul will go against Porter Hancock, and Alexander will go to the free throw line. Porter picks up his 3rd. And that's team foul number 4. So both teams are 1 foul away from the bonus the rest of the way. Alexander ready for 2, first of which is good. He made him mad, saying his sister was a better free throw shooter.
She is, sorry.
Chase Young's getting set to check back in.
He's
for
a better
County.
ball handler.
Free throw's good. And he's got 3 in a row. Can he make 10 in a row?
Let's hope we don't get the opportunity.
Full timeout, Cannon County. We'll take it with them. 4:50 left to play. This is Tiger Basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
4:50 left to go in this one, barring DeKalb County.
Joined by Coach Vance here.
What's that? Oh, he got to get some screen time, Coach. Again, time's running out on a run, for DeKalb County here. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, as we know. I mean, it's just 13. You got almost still 5 minutes left in this game. But the Tigers, it's been a little sluggish in this second half. Hendricks. I don't know what that was.
That was a volleyball block. I can tell you exactly what that was.
I was talking about what happened before the volleyball block. Here's Cook. He's fouled. And that's Walkup picking up his 4th. And there's Drew Cook headed to the free throw line. And DeKalb County will shoot the bonus the remainder of this basketball game. And they better make every one of these free throws count. 1 up, 1 down. Cook is a perfect 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. Cook will get a second. Dozen-point lead. Shot up. Nope. In and out, no good. Cook missing for the first time tonight. He's got 7. Alexander to the front court. Lines by dozen. Laura Fires it out on the wing. Quick rotation back to Alexander for three. In and out, no good. Rebound Wheeler. Wheeler pushing it on up ahead to Young. Young, long three, short. Rebound by Cook. Feeding the driving Young. Won't go. Rebound Cook. Feeds it out to Wheeler. Back to Cook. Young. Young needs help. What is
That's
this?
a good job. He completely had his arm wrapped around Drew.
Can't do that. And foul is going to go.
Which is great because Drew is doing really well from the free throw line. I don't want to jinx him.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. He hit 5 in a row, and of course, what happens? Hatfield on the foul, by the way, and he's back up and good. He learned that free throw shooting from Coach Kelly, didn't he?
No, he's a good free throw shooter. He was in 7th grade. He's worried about the score right now. He's like, it should be 51.
Put that point on the board. Well, he missed the second one again, so 1 of 2, and Jeremy Hass is asleep down there. He didn't put that free throw up. Drew's going to come unglued. Shot up and good. That's Cale Sellers, who scores for the first time in the ball game. And it's 64-51, even though it still says 50 on the scoreboard. Lob up to Cook.
Great pass.
Turn around.
Good
Look
job.
at that. Drew Cook. And it's 65. He did hit that free throw, right?
Yes.
Phillips with a 3. Up and good. And 68-53. And look at that. Wheeler right back will answer. And so 68. Well, Joey Agee's going to call timeout here. Maybe they'll get the scoreboard fixed. Unless we're wrong, which is possible. Oh, they had it wrong? Okay. So now it's right? Okay. Daniel's telling us that it's right now, so it was wrong before. 68-55 is the score. We'll squeeze in a break. You're watching Tiger Basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Well, the score on the board is right. It is 68-55, 13-point game. Tom Duggan, Kelly Pyburn, our producer Daniel Leslie. Coach Vance is still here. I think he's just, he's politicking.
He is.
At this point. So appreciate the effort to try to get him hooked up on the sideline tonight. Just we're going to have to work on our sideline stuff for the next broadcast.
We got to figure out how ESPN does it.
Yeah, they have money. That's how they do it. 3-pointer short. A rebound taken away by Wheeler. Wheeler out to Hancock. What do the Tigers have left in the tank? Last 2.5 minutes. Chase Young, 3 off the mark.
They both can't go after it.
Barnes is back in here, and Hancock going after it there. Phillips for 3. Yeah, that don't help. Phillips is at 5 threes in the second half. 2 this quarter. Lead is 16. And a carry? For real? And Duke is going to check in. Porter Hancock is out. Barnes is out. Who else came in? Missed somebody there. Lead is 16. Maybe the seniors get one last hurrah here on the court together. Alexander's shot deflected by Cook. Out ahead to Young. Here comes Young. And that's a block. And, you're going to call a foul late there. I mean, if it's a foul, it's a foul. But, I don't know, Kelly.
I didn't see it. I mean, like, I was sorry. Somebody sent me a text, and I didn't see it. Hatfield
with his second foul as Chase Young will go to the free throw line. First one up good. Young will get a second. He's 3 of 3 from the stripe tonight. 1:56 to play. Second one good. Cannon County by 14. They've broken the 70 mark, as they've done many times this season. Again, a team averaging close to 70, about 68.5 coming into the game tonight. They can score points, and boy, they've put them up in the second half. Nearing a minute and a half. Cannon can run some clock here if they'd like, but the officials won't allow it. We're going to call a foul here. And it's going to go against Chase Young, which is his second. And that will send Alexander to the line. He needs 7 more in a row to tie his sister for tonight.
I would absolutely tell them, you better not ever foul him if I was the coach. I would be like, we're not giving him that opportunity.
Nope, he missed.
See, I told you his sister's a better free throw shooter.
Walkup's going to check back into the basketball game as Lucas Phillips heads to the Cannon County bench. Phillips has had a great ball game tonight. We may have seen him for the last time. Some of the fans starting to make their way towards the exits to beat the traffic. The traffic jam that will ensue and everybody leaving at the end of the contest. Good crowd tonight, I do have to say that. Both schools very well represented. 3 on the way is short by Hendricks, rebound by Walkup.
And we talk about a rivalry. I think that's why because it's always good crowds, which is a good atmosphere, and that helps make it a good rivalry. I mean, I've been to Oakland Riverdale, and that's supposed to be a huge rivalry, except for there's 10 people in the stands, and there's no atmosphere. It's on the floor, but it's not in the crowd.
Well, I was going to say, what sport did you go to?
Basketball.
Okay, that's where you missed it. Try the football game.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a little bit better. Ball up the court. Here's Wheeler. Down to a minute left. Coach Agee's going down the bench, and I think the seniors are going to get their chance to walk off the court together on senior night. Hendricks misses, gets his own rebound, feeds it back out, and that's a backcourt violation. And we'll get 3 new faces into the basketball game. And the DeKalb County seniors are going to take a bow and come on out. Hendricks, Duke, and Wheeler on senior night. DeKalb County's going to get Anthony Moore, Carson Davis. There's a 3 by Phillips. His 6th of the basketball game, all in the second half.
You got Keith Hanna, I believe.
Keith Hanna in as Chase Young is stripped.
And Drew's going to go back to the free throw line.
And Drew's going to go back to the free throw line. And now Coach Nave getting down his bench as well. I thought Phillips checked out. He's still out there as he got his 4th foul. And I had him with 3, so. Here's Cook. Shot up good. Drew Cook. I'm pretty good at the free throw line tonight. And we'll see Levi Cripps into the basketball game. Cook. And Cook will be subbed out for here by Austin Parker if he makes this, and he does, and he will check out. And Austin Parker will check in. For these final 31 seconds, some new lines into the game as well, 75-59. Stay with us. We will have our post-game wrap, some stats analysis, and the announcement of the Mallory Finksler State Farm Insurance Player of the Game for DeKalb County. As that shot up and good, that's going to be Corbin Garrett for Cannon County. 77-59. Shot by Cripps off the mark, and there's your basketball game. Cannon County comes to Smithville tonight. They rally in the second half and take down the DeKalb County Tigers. 77-59 is your final score. We'll squeeze in a break. We'll come back with some stats analysis and the announcement of our player of the game. You're watching Tiger basketball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Bad Boy Mowers' legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value is now available with Bad Boy tractors. From mid-size to subcompact models powered by 22 to 35 horsepower water-cooled diesel engines, your tractor work just got real easy. On the farm, the ranch, or even around the house, Bad Boy tractors deliver power and durability all day, every day. Bad Boy tractors work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
Care makes for a better community. It's lending a hand when times are tough and celebrating together when they're good. It's investing in our neighbors. It's knowing that every loan, every account, every conversation is a chance to make where we live stronger. At Wellworth Bank, we believe a better community starts with care. Wellworth Bank, care in common.
Back at DeKalb County High School for the post-game wrap-up as the DeKalb County Tigers fall tonight 77-59, and really a tale of two halves, Kelly. DeKalb County, I thought, played their game in the first half, led at the half 33-30, really was able to kind of slow it down, ugly it up a little, if you will, and just play their kind of basketball. Second half, Cannon County finally turned it on with about 5 minutes to go in the third period, really got on a roll there. They scored 47 points in the second half, did the Lions, 47 to DeKalb County's 26, and they just showed when they're firing on all cylinders, they are a very good basketball team.
Yeah, like I said, I think some turnovers right out of the gate for DeKalb. I think we had 2 turnovers, which resulted in 3 points. You just can't do that and stay in a game. Not when it's if you got a 10-point lead, maybe, but not when it's that close. But
yeah, and shooting the ball, my goodness, they don't need much space, much time at all. They can catch and shoot in a hurry. We saw that from Phillips and Alexander both tonight with 25 points apiece in the basketball. You hardly ever see that on a high school level. You get 2 players with 25. That's quite fascinating. Then
his sister had 29.
I know, she had 29. Anderson Laura finishes with 18 for Cannon County. Just running down the line, Zeke Walkup with 5 points, Cale Sellers with 2, and Corbin Garrett with 2 points. I think we see Cannon County deep into the month of March. I think they're going to make some noise.
Yes, I really would like to go see them in Smith County play. I think it would be a fun game to watch, just because they play a very similar game.
February 12th.
There's a dance at the junior high, so I will not be able to. Trust me, I think I'd rather be at a basketball game than.
For DeKalb County tonight, we'll run down their scoring. John Hendricks finishes the night with 5. A lot of people with 6 points tonight. David Wheeler with 6. Chase Young had 6. Let's see, Elliott Barnes with 6. Hartley Hanna with 6. Porter Hancock with 3. Don't know if I mentioned that or not. 12 points tonight for Drew Cook. Good night for Drew, and Logan Duke leading the way with 15 points. Kelly, we had to break it down and take a look at who's tonight's Mallory Finksler State Farm Insurance Player of the Game. Certainly Logan had a good night tonight. I liked what Drew Cook did all the way around. I thought, came off the bench, affected the game. He does that. He comes off the bench and he affects the game, makes things happen. He don't have to score 25 points. He just does so many little things so well, shot free throws well. I thought he made an impact for this Tiger team.
I completely agree. I loved the way he came in and he did what Drew does well. He didn't try to do anything outside of what he does well. And like I said, even, he did really well at the free throw line. I completely agree with your choice.
All right, we're going to go with Drew Cook as our Mallory Finksler State Farm Insurance Player of the Game. Congratulations to Drew. And, tough night for DeKalb County basketball all the way around, Kelly. DeKalb West School gets knocked out of the TMSAA tournament, losing to Salina tonight. Lady Tigers take one on the chin tonight. Boys have a lead at the half and just couldn't make it hold up in the second half. We'll live to play another day, though.
Well, it didn't count. I mean, it counts on your win-loss, but it didn't count in the district standings. So they need to come out ready to play tomorrow.
Absolutely. And again, the Tigers and Lady Tigers home on Tuesday night. Murfreesboro Central Magnet will be here. Doubleheader starting at 6 o'clock. And then Friday night, the 2 teams on the road at Macon County back in district play. Last home game, by the way, will be next Friday, February 13th, Friday the 13th, the last home game as Watertown will come to Smithville. They will also, I'll throw in, travel to Central Magnet next Tuesday. So going to be a busy couple of weeks for DeKalb County basketball. We'll wrap it up here tonight by thanking our producer, Daniel Leslie. Of course, thanking Coach Chris Vance for his efforts on the sidelines tonight. And for Kelly Piper for DC Blitz, I'm Tom Duggan saying so long tonight from Smithville.